Um, on another note, I did finally finish watching this show called Paradise. I don't know if anybody's seen it yet, but something to make you scratch your head. I don't know. Has anybody watched Paradise yet?
Man, I don't do any spoilers. I
I'm not gonna
watched
do
it.
one spoiler.
I watched it. It's amazing. But I'm holding it. Me and my friend Jodine, we watching it. So until till we back in the same city again, we about to
Yeah.
watch it some more. We about to binge it the rest of the show.
Yo, let me tell you, man, I'm not gonna spoil it. I am gonna say that it's a head scratcher. You know what I mean? It's any, I don't like to spoil something, so I'm not gonna say nothing, but makes you think. I'll just say that. Makes you think, man. Makes you think. Most of these
Yeah.
shows, I lose interest so quickly. Like there's shows that I started watching, like there's just you got all these shows, Netflix, Hulu, Tubi. There's so many series. Most of them I'll watch the first few episodes and then I'll forget to go back, which makes it like, it's no disrespect. It's just, you know what I mean? You're not catching me. You're just not getting me. This joint, yo, I lost sleep over. That's all I'll say.
Wow. Yeah, well, that's why I'm glad I'm waiting because binge watching. So we watched the first 5 episodes. One went to go see her in Atlanta. We watched the first 5 episodes, binge watching. Like we went out there, we came back, watched the show, and then we made a pact that we're not gonna watch the show again until we see each other again. So now I got a bunch of shows. I got a bunch of like backed up shows. You know what I mean? When I see my homegirl.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I think I got two more I want to watch now. We were talking about this and they were like, well, you need to watch something called La Plama. Oh, La Plama. Oh, La Palma. I don't
I
know
don't
if
know.
it,
I don't know. You know
another
what you
show.
need to watch? It might be a one that you wouldn't have never touched. It's called 1923.
Not it's a show.
It's a show. They got one called Yosemite, which is really the preface, but it was only a show that ran for one season. And then they got a show called 1923. And really anything from Taylor Sheridan, like Landman. You ever watch Landman?
No, no, no.
That's dope. It's with Billy Bob Thornton. You'll be hooked as soon as you watch that.
I'm writing them down.
Yep,
Uh,
anything by Taylor Sheridan. So you could even just Google Taylor Sheridan shows. He got another one with Zoe Saldana, where she play like the CIA operative. Thing that he writes is just spot on.
hmm.
Killer, killer. Best TV writer of the modern age right now.
Wow. Okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I had something happen with my roadcaster. My roadcaster is
Down?
well, the power cord broke. So
You was shining last week, yo.
I was shining. Now I'm regular, like
It looks
y'all.
nice now. It looks nice now, Brittany. You look good.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I
This
thought you
this
had a
this we know. This we know, right?
that's cute.
Okay, gotta come with the comments, huh?
Here we go. Here we go.
Tell me something I don't know, right? You know?
Dig it.
Now, no, all right, back to the show. So there was another show that I was watching. It's a cartoon called Invincible. I like that one too. I
I
like
haven't watched it. I haven't started watching it. But yeah, I may watch it at some point.
yeah. There's a few. There's a few, man. Right now it's good to be able to watch something and just chill out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's what
to be honest with you, there was no shows for me, man. The last joint I saw was Shogun, and that was it.
that show dope.
That was the last show I watched, man. I really haven't watched nothing. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, South by Southwest, Last of Us kind of took over the ads, so I'm waiting for the next season of Last of Us.
That's gonna be good. Now I saw the first season of Last of Us. That joint was fire. That's something different. I don't know why they keep promoting that we're gonna have a zombie apocalypse, but apparently it's coming because every 5 years you got a brand new series that's saying the same message. So I don't know if they know what's gonna happen or whatever the case is, but sound like we need to like make plans to move north because they don't like cold. So you might be able to get away if you go to like northern Canada. You know what I mean? You have a fighting chance. But then the bears might get infected. They could jam you.
You mind if I talk about what's been going on with me before we start the show, CL?
No, absolutely. I know you've been traveling. I know you went to South by.
Yeah, I went to South by the Grammys, All-Star Weekend, NAACP Image Awards, all that.
Man,
But
you've been on a tour. Talk
but
about
that,
it.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt. My fault. You gonna be in Miami this weekend or no?
yeah, I am. I'm flying there
We gonna
tonight. I
tap in.
leave
We
at
gonna tap in.
11:30. I leave
We
at
gonna tap in.
11:30. I'll be in Miami.
All right,
What's going on in Miami?
Miami Music Week is happening right
music
now.
week.
Yeah, but my wallet got stolen, so I'm not gonna have no ID. So I need to go places where I got the plug. So like, I'll probably be at Dante's Hi-Fi a lot this week because Rich is my home. He from my hometown. Um, what was I about to say? And see, and maybe they still want to do me but I could stay outside if I got to. Um, but yeah, so 80 days ago, I launched my first token. It was called Nay Plus. It was a platform token. The token kept pumping to 100,000, 100,000, and coming back down. I started seeing like what they was doing was they was using my persona to pump the token. So I created my own personal token, ISW. I wrote an article about the token and and I went to sleep and the token shot up to 630,000 in an hour and they dropped it back down. Then it jumped to 630 again. It's about $4 million in transactions that went through it in those first 2 days. Then the market was hit with something crazy, $2.3 billion sell-off, and everything kind of tumbled and things like that. And so now I got like 200 and something holders of the token. This is my personal token. I'm not never going to leave it alone. The utility is going to be people can access my services, events, things like that. And I'm going to build a community around it. But it's really a proof case for a platform. I actually have to leave in 20 minutes. I got an investor meeting and I'm launching a platform, a token launch pad for creators, innovators, and change makers. So if anybody knows me, you know that this is something serious. This is also a chance and opportunity as we reach the all-time highs that it previously was at. That's a 50x from right now. So that means 1,000 turns to 50,000. Not financial advice, all of that. But my goal is do a 90-day run between April 1st and July 1st, or April 1st and August 1st, Q2, to hit $1 million market cap again. From right now, today we had like a $15,000 market cap with like 13,000 and something in liquidity. The token is about 55 days old. That's what I've been focused on. This is what I'm gonna be focused on. I'm gonna continue to build this out. If you're into crypto, then it's the easy peasy on the site. If you're not,
let me slow down real quick because people may not know what liquidity means. I think you should explain some of the terms that you're using so that everybody's sort of understanding what you're saying.
So there's 13,000, about 46 Solana. Solana is actually $142 today in the contract. So every time, so you'll have Solana and you'll buy the token, whatever blockchain the token is on, you'll have that token and you'll buy the token with that token. That creates what's called a liquidity pool, which means it's backed up by the value of this token. My token and this token are in what's called a liquidity pair. So every time you buy the token, it's gonna add to that liquidity pool. So right now we've got 13,000 and something last I checked an hour or so ago in that liquidity pool. As that liquidity pool grows and at the speed which it grows, the market cap goes up. So boom, if we go from 13,000 in liquidity to 30,000 in liquidity, we'll probably go to, depending on the speed, it could go to like a $90,000 market cap. So the value is multiplied by the speed and by people coming in. So what my ask isn't so much of people to buy it. If you want to benefit from it, then buy the token, cool. But my real ask is, as DJs and personalities and this and that, over the next 90 days, I love to come on your show and answer your questions around crypto. I'm the world's foremost Black expert on cryptocurrency, period. There's not a single other individual of my complexion that is as connected and as knowledgeable about this space as me. Not anybody. There's a whole bunch of people positioned better than me that work at funds and do this and that, but nobody really knows this better than me. I've been here since Bitcoin was my third token experiment. This is 16 years of experience, and I've been advisor to Salam Remy and his platform. Anybody that everybody done talked to me at some point. They may not have taken my advice, and that's probably why they're not as successful as they could have been at this thing. Now with this, I'm gonna do this. I'm building this platform up, my own token, and then I'm gonna launch my own platform that launches tokens. And so over the next 18 months, you're gonna watch, something really magnificent happen around this. But I really want to get out here. What's happening now? What happened to me now is they made 100 in a matter of hours. Literally in a matter of hours, people made $145,000 off my name. I didn't make nothing because I didn't sell none of my token. They what they and they're traders. And so now it's my job to go out here and build a community of people that can see the long-term vision, get my community in there on it, and create an environment that people can benefit off of this. And so that's what the ask is more than anything is, I want to go on this press run, and you guys are the perfect group for us to do that together, where I come on y'all shows and I don't even care if you're skeptical. Let me answer your questions about crypto. I promise you, if you got a bad outlook on it, that's just because you don't know. You know what I mean? This is the one thing. It'll take 230 years. USA Today wrote an article years ago, said it would take 230 years for Black people to catch up to their white counterparts if we use the current systems that we have. Bitcoin, since I've been promoting it, was zero. But let's just talk about the day that it became a dollar. In 2011, Bitcoin was a dollar. Today it's about $87,000. I used to pay my barber in Bitcoin. One day his wife said to him that you can't pay rent in Bitcoin, so he stopped accepting my Bitcoin. Now every one of those haircuts is like a $20,000 haircut. The ignorance, the choice to remain ignorant around this wealth transfer. Every time there's a new assets class, there's great wealth transfers. So whether it was dollar as an assets class or art as an asset class, there's these wealth transfers. This is a wealth transfer that's happening and a wealth opportunity that's happening, and few people understand it. And so just expand that understanding for our people is my goal. You know what I mean? Thanks for the time, CL.
All right, no doubt. Good stuff. There's an article that was in Rolling Stone talking about the British artists that are using Web3. I know we talked about direct to fan distribution and stuff before, and how it is slowly coming up, and it is going to be the phenomenon of the future for artists, at least for a while. So look out for that. I'll put the link in the chat. Definitely something to talk about. And yeah, man. I mean, shout out to everybody on the Web3 tip or the token tip. It is, I would say, the future of what's going on. And again, the thing is, I know everybody's may not be 100% on it in terms of like the terms and what's happening with everything, but stuff is happening out here, and I hope that y'all, get involved and take advantage of it, because it is not just the future. It's like it's literally right now. It's happening. So yeah, so that's what it is. Yeah, I guess we should
AI and crypto is everything. AI and crypto is going to be, it's going to change the world. And then robotics is going to come right in behind that. A lot of jobs are going to disappear and things like that, and you better get ready, especially if you got kids.
This is scary times, but also opportune. There's a lot of opportunity around right now. Yeah, shout out to what's the name? They just dropped their new project too. I saw DeepSeek. They released their new I guess their update. So now they got even more things you can do, and it's coming fast. It's coming quick. and China right now leading. They seem like they're leading. So, all right, let's play a song. We come back. New Music Wednesdays. Shout out to everybody. If you got something, let me know. Check it out.
I get high on the limit that you send through me. I get high on the limit that you send through me. I get high, get high, get high, get high.
Highs and lows.
Get high, get high.
I put you through a lot, I know.
Your memory, your
Highs and lows.
your memory.
Still you never let me go. Ain't nobody bigger than a program. Till you bigger than a program. Climax fast to a slow jam. Toxic love, chemical romance. You said I love you and I love you back. Before I break out, I have a heart attack. We separated, but we made it back. We gon' stay attached till we fade to black. Highs and lows. Highs and lows. I put you through a lot, I know. Highs and lows. Highs and lows. Still you never let me go.
Little League action. Kanye West. The record is called Highs and Lows, Part 2. From this Bully album that leaked. I know we had a big conversation last week about it, but it is what it is. It is leaked. I don't know if he did it on purpose or not. But records are starting to fly all over the place from this project. And before that, you had the new Nav single with Metro Boomin called "A Real Me." And that's what it is. That's to kick it off. So let's talk about it. What's good with Ye?
Lazy music. Both of these sound like lazy. They sound lazy.
Israel has sounded off. Go ahead, brother.
They just sound lazy. They don't sound like a lot was put into it. That Kanye West actually brought me in because it reminded me of the old Kanye and everything like that. It probably is leaked because it's not mixed or mastered in the way that it would be sonically. The sonics of it aren't what would be a Kanye's one. And the other one, it sounds like some Metro Boom and some this and that, but just sounds hey at this point. But it's the automatic one that kind of pulls you in hypnotically to kind of like it, but not.
Shit ain't getting no play in your ride. I get it.
It was all trash. Everything I just heard.
Hey, listen. Okay. No play in your ride. Kool-Aid, what's Kool-Aid? I saw Kool-Aid pop in earlier. I don't know if he's moving and grooving, but shout out to Kool-Aid. He spins every week all over New York and at the lodge.
Nah, I agree with them. That thing's trash.
Trash.
I'm glad somebody here got some good ears.
Yeah, that's what's up. Okay. Well, let's keep it running. Go ahead, Quantum. I know you was ready.
No, I got nothing to say. I just said, do we get it again? Do we get it? Do we understand now?
I mean, you said it all with the checkmate. I mean, all of this is
rinse, wash, repeat. It's rinse, wash, repeat every time. Every time.
So it's just like pretty much the 50 Cent. Let me start a bunch of controversy before I release something.
Or before we put out Power, right? Like, I don't watch Power, but every time I hear about Power about to come out, it's always, he got something going on with stars, right? Like, at some point, we're going to pick up on this, just as a society, what goes on. These people are masters of this. That's what this was all for. That's what it was for. And y'all saying it's a leak. It's not a leak. It's not a leak. He put that out there. He put shit out there on purpose. All of this shit happens on purpose. This is not by accident.
Kanye every week, telling you, got us in these conversations.
Every release.
Well, I mean, we've been talking about him for like 3-4 weeks. The Jay-Z thing, him and talking about Beyonce's daughter and that last week, or the kids last week. We spoke about him bugging out prior to that. I mean, it seems to be the formula to get the attention, to get us to play it, talk about it. Like you said, it's pretty much checkmate.
So think about this, and just for people that just think I'm talking out my ass. For all of us who grew up in the physical era, how did we know a release was coming out? We had what? Magazines, we had video shows, we had radio, right?
And street teams, the posters and all that stuff will be everywhere.
All of that. There was a marketing strategy that involved all of those avenues. In this digital age, yes, it is a lot easier to get something out there, but with that comes a lot of noise. How do you break through that noise? If you're not playing the game and you're Taylor Swift and you're any of these top music people that have not said crazy shit, how do you get the word out that I have something new coming up? Well, now you need to just be paying attention to me. And as long as I'm not raping anybody, as long as I have not murdered someone indiscriminately, anything that I do is just simply attention. And it's going to gravitate toward me. And so now that you have now gravitated toward me, now I can give you whatever it is that I've been trying to give you, because now you're paying attention to me. That has been this dude's strategy for the last 10 years. And prior to that, he understood the way this shit worked. I'm not going to go over what we talked about in here probably last year, year and a half before that, going back to Through the Wire. But this is what he does every time. There is no video show to tell you that he has a new single out. There is no radio that's pumping new singles from him. There is no magazines that people are picking up on a monthly basis to say, oh, this is leading up. And this is how he has to get this shit out to you. He has to tell you that he's doing something crazy to get you to turn your head. It is the same strategy. And I'm cool with it. If that's how you got to do, that's cool. I just want society to be smarter. I want society to pick up on this, because it's the same thing happening over and over again. Same thing.
But how is that different from a title fight or a big UFC match or a boxing match?
Yeah, again, like I said, I'm just
slap you in front of everybody. We're gonna tussle, make it look crazy. Everybody's gonna tune in.
And I'm not mad. Like I said, I'm not mad at the strategy, CL. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm just more mad at people not picking up on it. That's where I'm like, we go through this the past
We've been dealing with this for 30, 40. This is what people do to create these moments. At least, 50 did this. Like I said, 50 did it. Obviously, yay. Others come up with content. That's a part of a marketing plan, right?
Dog, one of y'all favorite female rappers, women rappers, is Cardi B. I don't pay attention to her, but I know the girl only put out one album, and she's still relevant with one album that came out.
Lauryn Hill, but okay.
Yeah, but it came out in 2017. Like, how has she been relevant this whole time? Was it through music?
She's had some records that went out there, but she's a controversial figure. She knows how to play media to grab attention.
This is where conversations go left. Like, you can't deny a marketing plan. If a marketing plan sticks in your brain, then that marketing plan works. It's the same thing about theatrical movie theaters. They put out a movie, the promo is crazy, the movie is terrible. It's the same way it's a promotional thing. You can't hate on what they put their money into to make that moment happen. A lot of, and the same thing with Cardi B. Cardi B only had one album, but she had 9 top chart songs, and they spread them out. That's why she's still relevant.
And that's the point I'm trying to make. This is all marketing. Like, that's all this is. We really have to understand what's real and what's marketing. That's my point.
And it's so funny you say that, because a lot of times marketing comes off as real, right? That's the fool you part of it.
Right. That's the point of it.
If I'm trying to sell new toothpaste on TikTok, the way I'm gonna sell it to you is I'm not gonna say, yo, this is the best toothpaste. I'm gonna say, listen, I just took this toothpaste and put it in this yellow thing and it cleared it up. And I'm just so amazed by how real it is, even though I know it's fake, and I'm gonna sell 100,000 bottles and make my money. It's all about how do you get people to believe you, how you tell a story to get people to believe you. Brittany, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Yasin Bey on his podcast with Dave Chappelle, The Midnight Miracle, talked a little bit about rap consumerism. And I think it's just whether or not people are buying into consumerism or not. You know what I mean? Like the whole point of an artists don't really make a lot of money off their music anymore. So if they can make a lot of money on tours, on X, Y, and Z, yes, people do need to know they have some new stuff out or whatever. However, I get what Quantum is saying, but the fact of the matter is that people also buy into drama. They buy into it. Like, and I know it's like, okay, well, why can't it always be about the music? But you have to seek out the people that you want to hear the music from. You have to seek out, quote unquote, underground, because the underground artists are not buying into consumerism. So everybody else feeds off drama. Just Hilarious and Lauren LaRosa. Just Hilarious got a Shay Shay interview out of it. Lauren LaRosa got a podcast on the Black Effect podcast network, Charlemagne's network, out of it. So it's like the drama sets them up for a bigger bag. So you really, like, I hear what you're saying, but like, at the end of the day, people are going to get to the bag. Now, what Kanye West is doing is not necessarily setting him up for a bigger bag. And I think that that's because mental illness, but I'm not excusing his behavior. I'm just saying he's hustling backwards. Whereas everyone else who kind of feeds into the drama, they end up getting commercials out of it, deals out of it, interviews out of it, podcasts, TV shows out of it. So there is no end game for what
I don't think Kanye is hustling backwards. I think he's hustling in the right direction because he has a fan base that actually likes stuff like that. As us, we are not winning. The song is terrible, but
I disagree.
When you put that much money and effort into creating something and putting something out, that means there's an avenue for it. And there's definitely an avenue for that particular production. And a lot of times these productions, it gets a remake. And a lot of time that stupid stuff just grows on people and they wind up liking it.
I have to disagree. I think that's trash. And I don't think anybody, I don't think his actual fans are really going to like it. And if they're liking it, this is cap.
I would too. It is trash. I'm in the clubs. I got to play this trash, but a lot of the stuff that Kanye did make.
Yo, funny. Raymond.
Well, I just want to Brittany's point. The mental illness is attention. That's the mental illness, and everybody, and that's the problem with this era is there's too many people that want attention. He just needs the attention more than anybody. That
mental illness got him out of every contract that he was in.
I was just going to say,
we have to be very careful saying that mental illness is attention because,
but it is though.
But mental illness suggests that there's a cure through a pill or something like that. I think that we're just addicted to
two things can be true. Two things can be true. He can have mental illness and he can also seek validation and attention through his antics. But carry on.
It got him out those big contracts he wanted to get out of without the penalties.
So
he got out of 3 big contracts without penalties, and he got away clean slate, claiming he was mentally disturbed. And now he's back
Yes,
all his money.
narcissism is a mental illness.
And he's
Narcissists are
on the
very
road of,
manipulative.
Is it, or is just being a narcissist just again you seeking attention or have a warped idea about who you are? You know,
But isn't a warped idea about who you are a mental illness?
no, because I don't think you can take a pill and fix that. You know what I'm saying? An illness
But-
just says I gotta go ahead and I'm just
No, all illnesses can't be fixed with a pill. But
Clearly.
carry
okay.
on.
Raymond, go ahead. Please hop in.
No, I was just gonna follow up from Quantum. It's just attention, you know. I think it's just furthermore now because the internet, like before, publicity was, you know, kind of controlled by media outlets. Now it's just free range, you know. You know what I mean? Like podcasts are all talking about other podcasts. So when something trends, you now versus like say before it just was Fox, CBS, and NBC talking about something, it's just fucking everywhere. You know what I mean? Especially in the day and age, like I said, with everybody having a podcast today. It's like everybody just wants to give their take. But again, it does go back to the attention factor. You know what I mean? Like the attention economy we've now been in for quite some time. And I don't see it going away. You know what I mean? Especially because it's the wild, wild west in the internet, yo. Like the FCC was implemented for like TV and radio for a reason. There is no control in the internet space. So maybe that's what's going to come along to regulate stuff. Who knows? You know what I mean? But it really is the wild, wild west in the internet. You can do and say whatever you want. It's exactly why fucking like OnlyFans is making more money than NBA players and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's all attention. It's all thirst. You know? And the funny part is this is where like we look at Kanye crazy, but is he maybe just smart? He caters to the selective outrage of people every day. You know what I'm saying? When he just says some dumb shit and then he disappears. Drops an album, says some dumb shit, disappears. You know what I'm saying? But what are we doing? We talking about him, right?
He's winning. He's winning.
Saying he either really smart or the motherfucker really crazy. And like Brittany say, both could be true.
We only talking about him because CL played that dumbass song.
And you know why I played that dumbass song? We talk about him every week.
Yeah.
We ain't have to talk
might as well
about
talk
him.
about
That
the
was a
music, right?
decision.
Might as well talk about the music.
Might as
was a
well.
decision.
Let's talk about it. It came out. We've been on him every week. All right, let's play another song or two and then come back. Good conversation. Check it out. All right, we're back. What's the diagnosis?
That remix is fire. The other one you can keep it.
Yeah. Breezy did his thing. Like I said, Usher, I think almost feel like he should make a whole Mutt run now. You know what I mean? Just let every artist want to get involved on it go crazy, you know?
Yeah, no, that record's so crazy. I just wish he did a new first verse. That was my only thing. Like a true remix. That's the only.
That's what I said. That's what I
we were
said.
talking about that yesterday. Yeah.
We talked about that yesterday.
Yeah.
They kept the chorus, do a new remix. Ain't the same no more. So that's what used to happen back in the day. Either it be a new beat or it be a new verse.
Yeah, that's that. But who knows? Maybe he does the joint with Usher, you know, and he does do that. Who knows? But I'm not like, I know the Jack Harlow and Doja Cat. That's sort of like the big name put together, but you know, worth at least testing out, seeing what people think about it. Word. All right, so lots happened since last week. As Swerve and I were talking about last night, Apple Music has now introduced some new DJ partnerships. So Serato is one of them. So now you'll be able to play Apple Music on Serato or using Serato, as well as Algorithm Engine, the Denon DJ Network, Newmark, and Rain DJ. So Apple is like rolling out this entire DJ partnership program.
No virtual DJ for you virtual DJ users. Not yet.
Well, you know, I think it's going to come. Yeah, it's definitely going to come.
So how has the Spotify and Tidal things been working out for y'all? Have they been straight?
No. So Spotify doesn't have a partnership.
It's just Tidal, Beat Source, and now Apple Music.
But how has that been?
SoundCloud too, don't know. Wasn't SoundCloud a part of that too?
I have to look. It might.
I think they are. I think they
Yeah,
are.
I think SoundCloud had a streaming situation with Serato too.
Bro, I'm saying, as DJs, have y'all been? Has it been like, what's the word I'm looking for? Is it? Can you trust it? Like, has it bombed on you or what?
It's trusted.
Yeah,
It definitely help out
I don't
with
trust it. I'm
with
scared
song requests.
Other than that, it's a clutch if you need it. If you need it in a clutch. And the funny thing is, last week I was doing a match party, deal with the medical field at my place, and people was definitely bothering me with requests, and I was about to pull a trigger. I don't have none of the other. I got Apple, so I was about to pull a trigger with the title thing, and then long and behold, my wishes was answered a couple of days later, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. I just did the update today, so when I go out later, I might test it out. But so far it seems like it works. It works with whatever you have in the Apple ecosystem. It's if you have a library, in iTunes, which is Apple Music, pretty much. For some people, some DJs might do their crate system or create their music. I hate using the word playlist, but they playlist in Apple Music, so the whole, integration and things like that, whether you got your stuff, you're getting it from a cloud or you have it in your personal, it definitely can work. But it's definitely something you can use in a clutch if it's something someone asks for. But let's keep that between us DJs, because if the public knows that, this, the requests will be ridiculous. They gonna come, regular people that got artists that be like, yo, yeah, my song is on such and such. I know you got it. I know you could play it. Nah, man, nah. Don't
Well,
have
they
it.
ask you for that mellow, huh? They ask you for that mellow, right?
No, them actually. So check this out.
It definitely ask for that mellow.
Question, they not asking for that. They didn't at the match party, and it was white people there. A lot of white people there last week. You know what they asked for? They asked for Bad Bunny, a lot of Bad Bunny, other Bad Bunny songs that I didn't have.
Cooking right now
from my but nobody's asked for Mello. I haven't heard that name. Nobody asking for it. I told y'all, like, I know music. I know my people know what they want to hear. They not asking for that, and I'm being honest with y'all. I would tell y'all if they did. Nobody asked. They forgot about that song.
Fighting Mellow Boy.
They forgot about it.
Not just for the kids, Swerve. You're apparently DJing grown folk business. That's all. You know what I mean? Because I say you apparently DJing older demo. Because like I said, the youth is the only one asking for the Jello. You know what I mean?
Well, the people that was in there, these new doctors that got their placements, they are in their mid-20s.
So that's still even too old. Like I said, Jello, he's like 13 to 21.
Well, I ain't doing those. I'll pass those to you, Raymond T. And I'll make sure that they pay for your flight accommodations and
that's right.
And your residency. And I'll be like, yo, listen, you come all the way to New York just to do the party. I ain't doing it. Or Kool-Aid in here, I pass it to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't doing them.
I just know, like I said, because I do a lot of sporting events. So, like, you know what I mean? Everybody in the crowd rock to it. Like I said, that's where he win with this record. You know what I mean?
We gonna get Swerve on recording playing this Jello. We gonna get you, Swerve. It's gonna happen.
No, I'm saying I do. Let's be clear. I do have it in the computer, but it's not getting touched. Nobody's asked for it. I do have it in there. It's in there, and I mean it's like in there, but I am not touching it. I don't go to it. Nobody's asking me for it. I do have it in there to keep y'all. But it's not getting touched.
It's happened before this year up, dog.
Big Reg, how you been chilling?
Yeah, I wanted to just touch on the Serato with because I use Tidal. I stream my music. I want to touch on that real quick. It's pros and cons with it, right? And the pro is like Swerve was saying, you're gonna have the music like, let's say you create your own playlist, and I create like 7 playlists for different parties. Like when people request me to do like receptions and all that stuff, I was like, yo, like put me together a playlist on Tidal and share it. And they can put the playlist together on Tidal, share the playlist to me. I open it up and then I can save it to mine. And so I have the music that they want me to play for the receptions, parties, or whatever, right? So that's one good pro with it. And the con of it is when you streaming music now, not gonna lie to you, if the internet reception in that place is ass, you're freaking screwed. If you don't have your own, even with the hotspot situation, I'd have been like, I do like high school and probably junior high situations, like parties or whatever. And if that cafeteria has bad like concrete around it, and I can't get internet, and then too, and down here in Texas, like they have it to where the kids are on a block server where they can't really just go on YouTube and watch videos and watch a lot of stuff they have no business watching at school on their Wi-Fi. So they protect the Wi-Fi. So by me trying to stream music, it's ass. So I'm like, the kids want to hear the Jello. No, don't get me wrong, they want to hear that, But I'm like, yo, I didn't download the music beforehand, so I don't have it on deck because I thought I was gonna be able to stream it. So that's the only downfall. If you don't download the music that you think is hot, they don't even be asking for, then you know what I'm saying, that's the only downfall. If you forget to download the music to your freaking laptop or hard drive so you can play it offline. So but it's been working pretty good with me.
That's why I was asking, because as DJs, I mean, like I said, I'm not a DJ, but I would not trust getting out there in the world depending on internet. So that's why I was wondering how this last thing been happening with these other platforms.
So that's what I want to say. This is just going to be another situation where DJs are going to get more lazier. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about anybody else here, but I prep when I'm going to go do some shit. You know what I mean? I download before I'm going to go somewhere. I think about the people are going to be at this party or whatever. And, program accordingly. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I'm guilty. I'm guilty of a last minute preparation. Guilty, like I got the gig and all of a sudden,
at least
like, yo, man, when this pop up, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm there, like, what's going on? I mean, y'all Wi-Fi working, bro?
But I gotta get the hotspot off my phone real fast.
Look, y'all finna down the best of what I had in 2000, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't download it, y'all finna get what I got.
Big facts.
I wanted to ask the DJs in the building too, because I saw this on the road. It was the Road podcast, I think. But is Bruno Mars getting on the no playlist? Like they say, like Bruno Mars is getting like corny as Village People YMCA. You know what I'm saying? Like is any DJs getting the like do not play Bruno Mars at the parties or anything like that?
Nah, it's that crazy shit he did with Section Red, and that was just some
no, but like people are like not wanting like 2-4K Magic. They ain't wanting like Uptown Funk. Like they saying like legitimately it's becoming some no play, like do not play.
Why? What's the reason?
And that's what I'm asking. Like are they looking at the songs like it got corny? You know what I'm saying? Like
I ain't hear that.
I just played it, so I got I just played 24 at a junior high school party, so they still getting played Aston and in Texas.
I don't think any song can get to a standpoint where it's corny. Some of these songs it's just timeless, and it's just how you play it. A lot of people play things out of order, and it don't sound right. So it's how you play it and what crowd you have. A lot of people don't read the crowd; they just throw songs in. Like music is something you really, really got to do your homework with, and you really got to pay attention to the people that you have listening to you when you're playing. And everything don't go with everything.
Agreed.
But if Bruno gets on that list, then what does that say about today's music? Where are we going? If Bruno gets on a no playlist because of, unless he did something.
Bruno is definitely not on a no playlist.
Yeah,
definitely not.
Who's really not playing Bruno? I'm wondering. Playing Bruno.
Yeah, in an urban club, you're really not going to hear too much of Bruno.
Yeah,
But when
yeah.
you get to those
Like
those
the
clubs,
corporates and
That's
shit like that.
bullshit. That's bullshit because I'm in Atlanta and I play Bruno every fucking week. Every week.
Like Bruno just played at a wedding. You know, it could get played
Yep.
at a wedding. It could get played. Come on now. I ain't never heard this.
So
So
good.
I never
yeah, I
heard
never heard that
man.
neither.
I play Bruno everywhere and I'm in
I'll bring up the clip. I'll bring it to clip if you want it.
now I believe you. You know what I mean? But I never heard.
I rock with Bruno.
I rock with Bruno. Bruno do no wrong in my eyes.
I rock with
Motherfucker.
Bruno.
I rock with bro. I haven't heard nobody complain yet either. Just throwing that out there. Not yet.
Yeah,
All right.
whoever said
Yo,
that
man,
was
where was you at, man? Yesterday, you know, we was in with your homegirl, man. Where was you at? We've been missing in action, cut.
You
So
called me?
yesterday- No,
You
let me
called
tell
me?
you real quick. Yesterday,
No, nigga.
we went to we did
What
put
the
it in the
fuck?
chat.
These niggas
Though.
like, where you at? You called me,
We
nigga?
did put it in the chat though. Yesterday, Warner Music had a Women's Month celebration. Shout out to all the women. Definitely gotta big them up. Shout yes, Brittany.
I was
Shout
with the women yesterday.
Women's Month celebration went down for Warner Music. They had 3 of their new artists come up. They had let's see, Honey Baby, new artist named Gigi, and the last one was Alex Isley, who's Ron Isley and Ernie Isley's niece.
Oh, Alex Isley.
I've heard of her.
Doing her
actually
thing, man.
Ernie's daughter.
Yeah, Alex Isley been doing her thing for a minute. We played it
Yo.
on here.
Yo, she can do no wrong in my eyes. Oh my God, she is dope.
Right.
She's also featured on Jon B's album since he's a guest today. So y'all know that she's one of the features on his new album as well.
Well, we saw them yesterday. They did dope, interview playback type of thing, and it was cool. Like New York, the events on that level haven't been like that in a while, so it was good. A lot of people did come out, so shout out to everybody who came out. Just something different. So that's what Swerve was referring to. Me,
Yeah, Cuddy.
me, him, and
Niggas
Ryan.
ain't even holler at him, yeah. So no, that's still dope though.
You've been MIA because I asked him. I said, I asked him. He's like, I don't know where. I said, yeah, I haven't heard from Cuddy. I ain't see him in a minute. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ain't pop out my birthday joint. You know what I mean?
That's
crazy.
Let's play a song real quick. Got our first guest coming in soon, and we'll get to it. Check it out.
I don't care what anybody say. That shit was hard.
It's a slapper.
Shout out to Quantum, one of his picks. Artist is Die, Best Days, and that's spelled DAI.
Hey,
So-
Quantum, you've been on it, man. You've been on it for a minute, my nigga. Good job.
Yeah, all my life. All my life. That's
Groovy movie.
I think that chick is from Mississippi, man. I got another music package in this past week, and I figured I'd throw that in there. I think she's from Mississippi, which was different. I know she mentioned Shy in there. I mean, there's a Chicago, Mississippi connection. So, but yeah, that's who it is. Die, Best Days. I'm new to her as well.
Wow. Mississippi? What? Holy shit. Holy moly guacamole. Let's go.
No doubt. Dope. And it might be pronounced Day or Die, but she's fine. Whatever's going on. Anyway, all right. We're about to get into the mix. Shout out to everybody in the building. And Raymond, how you feeling?
I'm good. Shout out our first guest in the building, the little young homie up out my way. You know what I mean?
Yo.
What's up, Ray? Welcome to the call, brother.
How y'all doing? I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
We're good, man. We are good. Thank you for joining us. Like I was telling you, we got DJs from all around the country on here. After getting together with you here recently in the studio, I was like, I think it's time we got to get you up on this thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes, sir.
definitely tell your story and everything going on. That was news to me. I didn't realize you had roots to New York. You know what I mean? So,
no, most definitely, man. So I'm from San Diego originally. My pops was a part of Legion of Doom, real big hip hop group out here in the city. He's originally from Brooklyn, East Coast, so that's where all my pop side of the family is from. But yeah, man, music been in my blood, man. I've been doing this. I mean, I've been around it since I was a kid, a kid trying to be like his pop. So kind of just taking the baton and just trying to take it as far as I can, man. So it's been a ride for sure.
Super dope. Super dope. Did you hear that last joint right now while you got on?
I caught the back end of it. It was crazy.
Okay.
It was
Because
fire.
I was hearing that. I was like, I could see Ray on this beat as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, no. It was fire for sure. I caught the back end of it. It's definitely like my ear automatically gravitates to the East Coast boom bap sound. You know what I mean? Even though I'm in California, my ear is, because I grew up on it, it's kind of like I predicate, you know what I mean? Like my ear is more towards the East Coast sound. So it was fire though. I heard it. It was fire.
yeah, no, I mean, that makes a lot of sense too, because that's one thing, like I said, that caught me instantly with you, because you seem to have a respect for the craft. You know, I think you're a dope MC beyond a rapper. You know what I mean? Like, from flow and cadence and all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of it makes sense now, considering the roots. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Very cool though, man. So, you know, as far as things go with the journey and everything like that, man, like, do you talk to Pops about music and that type of thing? You know what I mean? Or is it just like this is all within you?
Oh man, nah, that's 100% every step of the way. I mean, my Pops, man, he was the one that really gave me the confidence to even pursue it. You know, because in the beginning, you making songs and it's kind of like, man, like, you know, I'm trying to sound like so-and-so and it's not coming how I want it to sound. But because he gave me that confidence, it's almost like a boxer starting out, you know, like giving you that confidence, like, yo, you nice. So that made me keep going. And every song I make to this day, we 7 years in. I think I dropped my first official project in 2017. Shit, I'm math this all the way off. Whatever it is, how many years? I don't even know, 8, whatever. To this day, I show him every song I make right there. And I make it in my room. He's the first one to hear it, you know. And he don't pull no punches, which I appreciate. And at first, that shit used to hurt, you know. He'd be like, "Hey man, this ain't it." But now I understand that we both have the same goal in mind. We both trying to make the best product possible, you know. So that's the. And a lot of times we clash heads. A lot of times I believe in it, he don't, vice versa. So, and one of the joints I sent you, funny enough, background, I was like kind of like, and I played it for him. He was like, hold on, bro, this is hot. So, you know, it's kind of like that relationship. But nah, he's heavily involved. He's my go-to. That's the one guy I know that's always going to shoot me straight no matter what. So he's heavily involved.
Much respect. Super dope, man. Salute to the fathers. You know what I mean? The real ones hold it down. You know what I mean? So good stuff. Good stuff. Well, I mean, speaking of, then let's go on and let's get into backgrounds then. You know what I mean? So since you kind of brought it up, what's the vibes on the joint?
The vibes on the joint, man, is just real competitiveness. Like, it's, for me, I got real inspired by the whole Kendrick and Drake situation. You know, like, to me, it sparked a competitive nature that I felt like wasn't really happening for a while, you know? And so for me, I thrive off that. Like, I love competition. And my whole life, I'm you know, sports, all that. So I love competition. It makes me rise to another level. So that's really what this is, right? This background joint is really just that, competition. I want to be the best out, you know? And I know a lot of artists feel the same way, or whatever craft you're doing, but for me, I want to be the best out. I don't want to be second best. I don't want to be, you know, I want to be the guy. So that's what this is, you know, just me talking my shit. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, this was Pops approved.
Yeah.
You really feel this, so we're going to see what's good. So check this out, y'all. Ray Riley checking in. Peep this out. Sir.
Yeah.
He said my competition really fans, though.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Got to, baby. Yeah.
Ew. So, hey, are you stepping into the realm of any kind of battle rap? You be getting down in that realm?
Man, I would love to. You know, I've never done anything like that, but I'm a fan of it. I be watching all the Smack URL, all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a fan for sure. Have I ever stepped into it? Nah. Would I do it? Of course. For sure, I put my head in there. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how about freestyle? You keep the game tight?
Woo! That is, you know, I gotta work on that. The freestyle game is, you know, it's something that I don't do too often, but I mean, of course, I gotta be well-rounded. You know what I'm saying? So I would always put my head in there as well if I need to.
Without a doubt. Well, I mean, you're nice with the pen. That was ill right there. I'm definitely going to give you props on that joint. You know what I mean? So I'm just curious to know what you wasn't necessarily feeling about the joint that your dad was.
I don't even, to be honest with you, it wasn't even that. I'm gonna keep it 100% real. It was after work, right? I went home, recorded it. I'm already tired, so I'm like, and it could have just been because I was, you know, when you first hear something, it's like, it's cool. You know, I played it for him. He fucked with it immediately. You know, so I double back and listen to it again, and I'm like, okay, nah, I know what he's talking about. But honestly, it could have just been, you know, because when you get caught up in the motion and you going to work and make the track, you know, and it's kind of just like, it's cool, you know. But it was, I mean, now that I hear it, I'm like, okay, yeah. No, I like it a lot. You know?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
C Styles checking in from Atlanta. What's good, my brother?
Yo, I first of all, I like that shit. I fucks with it a lot. Secondly, that little line you said about TikTok made me laugh a little bit. I was like, oh shit, okay. Yeah, I was like, yeah, okay.
Much love.
And see, my thing is this. What a lot of people fail to understand, this is what hip hop really started from, battle rapping and in the spirit of competition. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that a nigga took a shit so personal. You know what I'm saying? They forgot their own lyrics and forgot how to clap back lyrically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They forgot to do it lyrically and they took it personal.
Yeah.
So in the spirit of competition and in the spirit of the original ways of hip hop, I commend you on that, man. That shit right there was grooving with me, man. I was fucking with it. I give it a groovy movie stamp, man. I give it a groovy movie stamp. Yeah.
Appreciate you. Much love.
Yo, that's big, Ray. The groovy movie stamp is official. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take it. I love
it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I've been seeing you. Go ahead, Quantum. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna ask, when you was talking about your dad being a Legion of Doom, were they active in San Diego or in New York?
In San Diego. So they're straight out of San Isidro. They were active, I want to say, late 80s, early 90s. And then things got derailed, you know, but they were active around that time. So it was in San Diego, though. In San Diego.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if there was an LOD that was with Keith Murray. So I didn't know if that's when you said your dad was from New York. So I didn't know if but I don't think that's the same people, though.
Oh, yeah. No. Legion of Doom out here in San Diego. Yeah, my pops moved out here when he was like 15. So the whole come up I was out here in San Diego for sure.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
And then just so y'all know, when we talk San Isidro, it's like the last city before you get to Mexico.
Yeah.
Out here. You know what
right
I mean?
there.
So yeah, real deep South type ish, you know what I mean? What's happening, Steve?
Yeah, let's say what's up. Like the bars, like Ray said, or Raymond said. And who else out there, like, you know, would you consider or that you like, you know, that's on your level of rhyme that you respect? Because I feel like San Diego gets slept on. Got spitters. So who else out there spitting?
There's a lot, man. There's a lot of cats I like out here for different reasons. You got guys like Kazi, man, who he's on a track that I had sent to Raymond as well. You got guys like B-Rail. You got guys like Boo Boo the Prince. Dago Fats is another one that I like. Man, there's a lot of dudes out here that can really get after it. Rick Scales, Shan Black. Rick Scales, yeah, there's a lot of guys out here, and I know I'm forgetting some names, but there's a lot of guys out here that can really get after it. There's a lot of hidden gems out in Dago, man. It's competition, and I love it, right? You know, I'm trying to be the uno. I want to be the best one, but all those guys are nice, so it forces me to continue to stay on my shit. So, I'm fans of a lot of guys out here. Trey Aces is another one.
Trey Aces.
Yep, yeah, man. A lot of guys out here that I really like. Yeah, there's a lot of dope artists out here though, for sure.
Yeah, I think we got Trey in the building Friday too, right? So definitely if y'all haven't tapped in on, yeah.
Well, me and Trey got a joint coming out actually pretty soon.
Okay,
so it's a whole different vibe too. But nah, he's one of them guys out here that I really like. I'm a fan of him for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy, see, because we actually got a very dope like underground hip hop scene that is like it's beyond just like, you know, Southeast gangster rap. You know what I mean? Like there's a good batch of spitters out here, man, and it's ill. You know what I mean? And Ray, you probably can attest to this because we talk about I don't want to say San Diego. Well, San Diego does get slept on, but it's like we got to go to LA to actually get on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I see you kind of already making your way up there a little bit, you know, and I don't know if that's just a Southern California umbrella or what, but it's just you know, like I said, San Diego's it's an interesting market, yo. You know
it's an interesting market, man. It's a tough place to really crack. It's a deep conversation, man. I would say right now, the thing that I feel like out here in the city is you have people who do support, but the overall majority, I feel like the initial instinct is to kind of downplay what the city has going on. You know, if you go to somewhere else, if you go to the Bay, everybody in the Bay is gonna rep Bay Area artists. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes. But for some reason over here, it's divided right now. You know, and I'm not saying it's always gonna be like that, but right now the state of it is divided. So I mean, for me, man, I'm trying to take it as big as I can, right? You know, I've done so many shows out here, which I'm gonna keep doing, of course, but I don't want to just be a San Diego artist, right? I want to take this shit as big as I possibly can and bring it back to the city. I'm not trying to just stay here, you know? So, but nah, I would say right now it's divided, but I don't think it's always gonna be like that. But, you know, time will tell.
Yeah. Many, like you said, many layers to that conversation. We've had it with Slick.
Many
I've talked with
layers.
Slick for years about this, you know what I mean? So, but maybe it's gonna be y'all to push it, you know what I mean? Because you definitely is in the crop of, you know, new era of rappers, I think, that are putting on heavy and you know, maybe collectively something gonna happen. And you got my support. You got my support 100%. You know what I mean? So, but that's again why I wanted to get you on this call, brother. You know, make some connections. Definitely follow him, everybody. Make sure to I'll throw your IG tag in the chat.
Perfect.
You know, but you know, if an opportunity arises, you're gonna be in another state, another city, or something like that. Maybe you can tap in with some DJs because it's all DJ heavy call, bro. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? So
most definitely.
Let's get into the other joint. Let's get to the other joint you was just talking about with the feature. Which one was that?
The feature, that's Holy Talk. So that's the
Holy
one with
Talk.
Kazi Man. Yeah, Kazi Man, that's the one, that's the other artist out here that I really, really like too. We got a joint, it came out a couple years ago, but I'm a fan of it as well. You know, it's because it was off the For the Ride Home project, which I believe dropped 2 years ago, but he got busy on that. So yeah.
All right, word. Holy Talk, y'all, check it out. Ray Riley hanging out.
I just blessed you niggas. Ray Riley.
Yeah, you got busy, baby.
Fire yet again. Fire yet again. Holy Talk. Go ahead, see. I know you ready. I saw you bobbing in the background.
Yo, that is fucking tough work right there. that is tough work right there, my God. Yo, because I'm listening to this in the beginning, and I'm listening, I'm being patient. I'm like, I know he's going somewhere. Dilla Knox type shit. I was like, my head was not. I thought it was gonna fall off. That was a groovy movie right there, my nigga. Like,
there we go.
Holy guacamole, 2 in a row. Like shit, nigga. God damn. Yo, that last one, yo.
Much love. Appreciate you.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you too long, boy. That
I gotta find the producer of that, but it was a YouTube joint. I leased it and then I sent it over to my boy and he did his thing on it. But yeah, I gotta find the producer of that for sure.
That
sound. I would definitely say, I would definitely say, just as a person who gets a lot of music, definitely make sure you have your credits, man, and able to say who's who, just for the sake of it. But yeah, that shit was out of here. I'm digging that one for sure.
Much love. Appreciate you. Much love.
Yeah. Make sure we tap in with Quantum. He has a independent radio show in Houston highlighting all this shit, Ray. So we gotta definitely get the clean pack together with this. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
for sure. What up, C?
Yeah, I'm just going back to the San Diego, California conversation with the talent. You know, it definitely needs to be heard, and it's crazy because I'm like, well, what is that? What is that one factor that's missing? Is it more media? Is it more local media? Is it more collabs? Is it bringing back maybe or having more? I guess conferences. I know y'all got a show coming up. What will do that for y'all? Because the talent's there. It's been there.
I think it's a combination of things, man. I think, like you said, I think collaboration might be the biggest one, though. I think a lot of us, you know, a lot of artists out here, everybody wants to be the guy, right? And I understand that, but in order to get to that point, we got to work with each other, right? There's so much talent out here. The collaboration aspect of it ain't really where I think it should be. But there's multiple things, right? The collaboration, the media as well. There's starting to be some more media outlets out here, which I'm seeing, which I appreciate. But even things like where I saw Raymond at, it was called Night on the Ox. Like this is an event, a networking event out here that is originated in LA and they brought it out here, but we don't have things like that, right? I mean, at least to my knowledge. So if we start getting stuff like that, more networking events going on, this collaboration with each other, I really feel like the city can do great things for sure if we start doing things like that.
Yeah. Always wondered because it's
yeah.
Me and Raymond, we used to go to
Urban Network. Urban Network.
That was legendary, man.
Yeah. That's already been like 15 years, G. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Wow. But it was a legendary networking event in San Diego, and it puts you on with LA definitely came down. But you're in San Diego. So you know what I mean? You're going to see, I remember Mitchie walking through and just other artists that were local R&B artists. I just think it's something, I know it's a bigger goal, but it's, I just want to see your stuff get heard more.
Yeah.
And, sometimes that hometown just takes it over the top.
No, most definitely. Yeah,
I think a little bit too. See, the city started moving slowly back outside. You know what I mean? I like San Diego's a very tourist outside town. So when pandemic hit, it really shut a lot of outdoor life going on. You know what I mean? But this is why, like, I give Ray a lot of credit because, like, he's not a TikTok artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, like you hear it in the music. You know what I mean? That he about this craft of hip hop. He on some real MC shit. You know what I mean? So, but again, like I was, like I say, like the underground hip hop scene is very alive and well. You know what I mean? It just goes back to, like you said, just getting the sound out there more. You know what I mean? So, so I know you got to take off soon, Ray. But I want to get into this last joint. I know this one just dropped today, right? Drive Slow.
Drive Slow. So I know I sent you a couple. I think Job's Not Finished might be the one. If you want to rock with that one instead. I prefer that one.
No, we can do. We'll do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think
ain't no better way to get some feedback than on some live shit right here and there.
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. So let's hit Jobs Not Finished. Check this one out yet again, yo.
Out, man. Strike 3, man. Strike 3, you out, man. God damn, man.
Hey, and Boy Iano is the producer of that joint. So I got that one. I got that one down. You know what I'm saying? I made sure I got that one.
Yo, you don't know how serious that last one was. Like you you don't understand, man. Like, not everybody's gonna come up here and give us 3 straight bangers.
There we go.
There
Much
might be
love.
1 out of the 3, 1 out of the 2, but there's never been nobody, at least that I've been on here, and I've been on here for a minute, giving us 3 back-to-back bangers.
That's love.
And all of them, I have given the Groovy Movie stamp. I've never done that before. Raymond, you can back me up. CO, you can back me up.
Yes. There we go.
That 3 in a row? Holy moly, guaco fucking moly.
There we go. Yeah.
That last one, oh my God, with the sample, yo, listen.
Yeah.
First of all, when Common did it, it was crazy. But now, yeah,
much love.
You definitely gained a fan over here on the East Coast, man. Nigga.
Much love to you.
Atlanta, you definitely got one. I'm waiting on that DJ pack. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good shit. What's up, Sensor Ray?
Hey, what's cracking, y'all? What's up, Ray? I like what you're doing. I got some recommendations for you, and for anybody. Like, if you want to tap into your city and find out what's going on, go to a Chamber of Commerce meeting. Find out where your local Chamber of Commerce is, and go in there as a businessman who does music. Like, you can do jingles for businesses, all of that. And you go in that room, I'm almost sure you'll network and find out who's doing what in the city.
Got you. No, most definitely. That's actually a great suggestion. I ain't never even
And
thought about that.
that's any city you go to.
Yeah.
Like I'm from Chicago originally, but when I came to Indianapolis, I came here to work, but I also went to the Chamber of Commerce meetings. I learned about, so I'm not only just plugged into the people, I'm actually plugged into what helped grow in the city. Like at the time I've been there, I helped group. A lot of the businesses I worked for, I helped them grow in the state of Indiana and all that. And that was by going to the Chamber of Commerce. So when you're not from you don't necessarily have to be from a particular place, but if you want to tap into the nucleus of the city or the people who actually make the moves, just go to the Chamber of Commerce. All the pieces is there. I met the VP of PNC at the Chamber of Commerce meeting.
There
So
you
you can meet important business pieces that you need to move your music. And then you may be able to just flip it and be able to, like I said, make jingles for the businesses to promote and for content. So that's another way you come in there. But when you come in there, just come in there with your business cards. So hey, you a lyricist, you create music content. You can create music content. So you can pitch it however you want to pitch it. But that's a way to get connected into the city. Anyway, any city.
I never even thought about that. That's a great suggestion. No, for sure. Most definitely. I might have to. We gotta get something shaking out here. So most definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, I'm with it. We're gonna have to get suited and booted and go politic a little bit. You understand?
There we go. Rub some shoulders, baby. Rub some
you know
shoulders.
what I'm saying? So but yeah, man, Ray, I want to thank you for coming on, homie. Like I said, you got a supporter in me. I'm glad we was able to connect for sure, and I'm glad we was able to have you on here. I threw the IG in the chat for everybody, so look out for some new followers or whatever.
Yes,
I'm waiting on my hoodies, G. I'm waiting on my hoodies.
I got you, baby. I'm gonna get you this Friday.
Okay,
I got
word.
You. Yeah.
All right, word. Sounds good. I'm gonna see you Friday. We definitely gonna get it up, and I got something else popping in June. I want to get you involved in as well. So
most definitely, baby. I appreciate you for having me on this, man. I appreciate all y'all, everybody in the chat, man. It's much love. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. So look out, like I said, look out for messages, whatever. You might get some requests for drops or other interviews, whatever the case may be. And definitely when you highlight your engineer, get some clean packs ready to go so we could pass those around as well.
Got you. I'm gonna definitely get on that. Absolutely, ASAP. Most definitely. Yes, sir.
All right, homie. Have a good rest of the day. I'm gonna see you Friday.
Yep, I'll let you.
For sure. Yes, sir. That fun hip hop. You know what I mean?
That shit was funnier when Buster said it. It was
yeah.
The chorus when old boy said it, I was like, oh, okay. But then it just made me burst out laughing. Like, why are you trying to do it? Just let old boy do the chorus? Did I
do that?
Oh, that's a funny movie right there.
Yeah. So the Russell with Busta Rhymes, that is dropping on Friday. So ain't my fault. Taking a page from the classic. You already know. You know what I'm saying? But just again, man, just bringing that fun back to hip hop. The mere fact that we laughing and have, like I said, that's that dude's intention. And Lord knows we need more of that. You know what I mean? So, but again, look out for that to be dropping Friday. Ain't my fault. The Russell, Busta Rhymes, Mike G Beats. So
we really had a good one like that since ODB.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
We ain't had a good laugh like that since ODB was doing his antics. That's
Hell
good.
yeah.
Good. I get it now.
Without a doubt. Want to welcome our next guest, beautiful, talented young lady, Miss Kaelyn Kastle. Miss Kaelyn Kastle, are you there, my dear? Do you know how? I think you're on. There we go. Yeah.
Hi. Yeah, I'm here.
How are you doing? Thank you for joining the call today.
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. What's the accent, mama?
I'm from Iran.
Oh, okay. Very nice. How's everything rolling with you?
What that mean? I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, we for us there. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great, actually. I'm blessed and highly favored.
Indeed. Blessed and highly favored indeed. That's right. What's the moves, man? How was 2025 treating you?
2025 been a blast. I've been dropping new music. I just bought a house last week. Yeah, you know the vibes is coming. Yeah, like that's like the highlight of my year so far.
No, that's life-changing. Congratulations. Yeah. That's the level up. You know what I mean? Congratulations for sure.
Thank you.
Is that all based around music, or you got some other side hustles going on?
Well, ultimately, well, yeah, you know, music, and then I also do influencing. So it's a little bit of everything. You know, you gotta get your income a little. You gotta spread it out a little bit. It makes things a little bit easier for you.
Okay, very nice. So, are you getting some content bags too?
Hmm.
Okay, all right, very nice, very nice. Overall creator, Miss Kaelyn Kastle. Where are you checking in from? Are you in your house?
Yeah, I'm in my house. I bought the house in Atlanta.
Okay, all right, out to ATL, Miss Kaelyn Kastle. So, welcome to the call. You know, you are with DJs from all around the country right here. You know, shouts out to the homegirl April. Said we got to have you on. Another bursting talent. You know what I mean? So, give everybody your background. What's going down?
All right. Well, I'm Kaelyn, obviously. I'm from New York. Whenever um, I still have a house and stuff. Like all my people in Bermuda. It's just me here. Been doing music for a while. And yeah, I'm dropping music consistently right now with Power Circle. So I'm just excited to, you know, make it shake at the end of the day.
That's right. That's right. And I like what I've heard from you because you can kind of do a little bit of everything. You got a little ballad style, you got a little groovy style, you know. So, congratulations. You know what I mean? So, let's go on and get to this first one because so correct me if I'm wrong. Like so far for this year, which I know it feels like it's already like July or some shit. You have 2 drops, correct? Two songs you've dropped so far this year.
Yeah, so far I'm dropped 2.
Okay, word. So we're gonna get into the first one. No Love. Why don't you give us a little background on it?
So this song was actually like a little warm-up song. It was produced by Imadi Gray. And when I say warm-up, I kind of just get in the booth sometimes. And before I actually start my sessions, I kind of just like to, you know, warm up. Like just throw a beat on, not put no thought into it. Like, and just, you know, do my thing without having a bunch of writers or whatever. So I always start my session a little bit, like 30 minutes earlier than everybody else. And I just spit. And then I, you know, clean up a little bit later, but that's what this song was. And it was like obviously what I had on my head at that moment in time. But yeah, that's what the vibes are.
All right. All right. Well, welcome again to the call. Everybody, we got Kaelyn Kastle checking in from her new house in the ATL. Congratulations again on the level up. This is a song right here. This is a song No Love, which actually dropped, if I'm not mistaken, Valentine's Day, huh?
Yeah, I dropped on Valentine's Day for all the girls that you know aren't on the other side of the spectrum.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Check this one out, y'all. No Love, Kaelyn Kastle. A lot of love in the chat. Some dope comparisons. People saying Tyler vibes, Rihanna. I even like hear like some Shensia type situation right there. You know what I'm saying? So, who pissed you off, Kaelyn? As that came together. You could keep it real. You could keep it real. You said that was the freestyle song. Somebody was in your head that came about because you got No Love, No Effect. That's super catchy, by the way. Super catchy.
One of my niggas pissed me off. I don't know which one.
Oh, one of them. One of them. That's right. Somebody from the roster. Somebody from the roster.
Yeah, somebody done pissed me off. I don't know which one.
I love it. I love it. Somebody on the roster that pissed her off. I knew you was gonna feel that one, Brittany. I knew you was gonna feel that one, Britt. So, we got Kaelyn. Go ahead, see. Go ahead, see.
Well, I was just about to say that. Like, who hurt your heart, baby girl? Like, come on. Nah, but I was the one that said you was giving me like Rihanna vibes when she first came out.
Yeah.
Like when Rihanna first came out, like that's the vibe I was getting off of you. And then somebody else said Tyler. So I could picture both, you know what I'm saying? It's the Caribbean sound, you know what I'm saying, at a young age. It's nothing bad about it. It's actually grooving. So, you know, I would like to talk to you more and vibe with you and see if you would like to come out to New Music Mondays here in Atlanta, because I'm in Atlanta.
Okay, I'm with it.
So we do an event every Monday called New Music Mondays out of Stank Only Studios, which is Outcast Studios. We do it every Monday.
Oh yeah, I know what Stank Only is. I've been there before.
So we do New Music Mondays every Monday, me and my Coalition DJs family. So let's talk after this and try to get you out there, get your record out there.
Yeah. The crazy thing about the record is it's actually a flip, right? So it's a flip of let me give you some love and affection. You know that song? Yeah. So it's
Yes.
actually a flip. But people wouldn't really know it unless you know reggae, you know?
Yeah,
So
but you gotta be
you
really,
gotta really be like
yeah.
from there to know that. Like, but it's a flip.
I get it. Let's talk after.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah. We'll make sure that we get socials and whatever put in the chat if you're familiar with that too, Kaelyn. So, um, talk. So I actually respect. I like the fact you said you like. I think that's super dope.
Yeah.
And now I think like that's kind of a free come out to that song. Crazy to the headspace. So, are you nice with the pen? You know what I mean? What's your
Yeah, I
process?
write everything for the most part. So with me, like, I don't mind working with people. Like, I don't mind having writers because I believe everyone always needs assistance at some point because sometimes that's how you elevate, you know? But mostly I write everything and then I just like to, have people come in and help me fine tune everything. But yeah, I'm writing practically 80% of my records.
Nice. How are you adapting to life in the States versus the
The
island?
States, there's a lot of you motherfuckers out here. But man, yeah, there's a lot of people. So it's cool. There's so many people with so many different things. So I be having culture shock every now and then. Or like, I'm learning that like Caribbean people talk in riddles. Like, so sometimes I say things and I'm like, I'll be like, oh no, let me explain. You know, because sometimes it could be like we're speaking a completely different language, but I'm speaking English. I'm just, like saying things in a riddle, I guess.
I feel like I caught you off guard with a riddle when you first got on. You know what I mean? So you
Yeah,
misunderstood.
like that was yeah, the terminology be different. Or sometimes you like would say something and it means something completely different. So that's why I just ask now. I'm like, wait, what does that mean? Instead of like, trying to take it.
Yeah, you'll be able to use it on the next person. You know what I mean? So
Exactly. But I do that now. Like I'm took on like so many Atlanta terms. Like, and I be getting him and I'm like, God, what are you talking about? What do you mean that's cat? I'm like,
I get it. I'm from New York, so when I came to Atlanta, yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not that bad to adapt. I like it. I bought a
what
house
do
here.
you what do you miss most from home?
The people and the vibes. But I go home as often as I can to kind of catch the vibes because I feel like it helps me like jump right back into my element and like remember who I am and like home just feels so good. Like I don't know, like her is like you really have to get to know people. But when you're from like a certain culture or like I'm from a whole different country and like over here it's like a free for all. It's a melting pot of so many different cultures. When I'm home, it's like we grew up on tradition and we grew up on culture. So it's like, I don't have to like assume things. Like, you know what I mean? Things, it's like the nature of life. So that's what I miss most. I just miss being able to just like be and understand. But, I'm
You
here to.
miss being in your element. That's what it is.
Yeah, I love being in my element, but I love being out here because it's growth for me, like it's so much growth and I got to like expand and learn about different cultures and learn about different people or like, yeah, just experiencing different people or things in life that I would have never experienced at home.
Hell yeah. So was the move out to the States to pursue the music?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So were you already kind of dabbling out there when you was back home?
Yeah. So I was signed as a kid to a Caribbean label called Bermuda Soul, and it was partnered with VP Records, which is like big in the Caribbean. So yeah, I kind of have my own little following and things going on, and it was so weird that like even when I started the social media journey, people like from the States always gravitated towards me, and it was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go out there. So my dream was always to come to the States.
Amazing. Good stuff. So I guess kind of with that being said, did you reach a ceiling back home that like you needed to come to the States to pursue
Yeah,
more?
yeah,
Okay.
definitely. It's like I've done everything there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I mean now my next goal, like I can't say I've done everything there. I feel like once you get to the top of like one mountain, you gotta start climbing another one, right? So for me, I'm like, okay, I've done everything in the music space there, and I've did all the big shows, I've done everything there. But now my goal is to come out here and like make some shaking and then go back and give back. You got what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
my next goal, rather than just like be there and just let that be what it is. Be like, okay, I don't know. I don't care for the little like, like just doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Big dreams, baby, big dreams. I could dig it. I
that's
could
real
dig it.
repetitive.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. So let's get into this next song, which dropped this month. Burning Up. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about it.
So Burning Up was actually also a warm-up record.
Okay. Okay.
It was
I'm
actually
digging how these warm-ups are becoming singles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, and my executive Dallas Martin kind of just fell in love with it. So I was just like, okay, if let's run it, like, well, because shoot, don't got so many practice point. We're just taking our time and making sure that it's ready to drop them.
All right. All right. Well, listen, second drop of the year. Like I said, this one came out this month, y'all, early at the top. Kaelyn Kastle, the title of this one, Burning Up.
I miss ya. I meant to tell ya. The way I hold me tight got me reminiscing while you feel up on me, touch me better, kiss my neck, go by. You got me wet for you. It's water, I'm sweating. It's heating up this temperature. You got me burning. Praying loud. Baby, you know you just got me burning. From your love, 90 degrees hotter than you ever been before me, baby. Hold me, baby. Ever been before me, baby. Hold me, baby. Hold me, baby. Ooh, I be blind to everything you do. I ain't got no business missing you. I said I was unless I shouldn't have you on my mind. Check the temperature, still got me burning. Got me praying loud. Don't understand how you still got me burning. From your love, 90 degrees hotter than you ever been before me, baby. Hold me, baby. Ever been before me, baby. Hold me, baby. Hold me, baby. Oh, ever been before.
Okay. Valid question, C. Valid question. You know what I mean? Go ahead, C.
The fact that you just flipped Summer Rain into an Afrobeat style, holy moly, guacamole. Yo, we on the roll today, man. We on the roll today, fellas, for real. Like that was a groovy movie right there. And like when I first heard it come on, I looked at my boy back behind me, my man DJ Butcher K, and I was like, wait a minute, did she just flip Summer Rain in the Afro beats? And then I was just like, wait a minute. Yeah, groovy movie. Yeah. Groovy movie. Yeah.
Yeah, just so you know, Kaelyn, too, groovy movie is a compliment. You know what I mean? Like, don't.
I don't know. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out why the chat so big. How do I make it small? Oh, wait, I just drew it. Okay. I'm like, what'd I do? I'm back.
Do you have a video for that store yet?
No, so I'm only so far all I've done like a bunch of different content pieces. And I ain't really shot videos as of yet. I'm about to shoot a video to the next record that you're about to play.
Okay.
But Yeah, I'm shooting a video to that for sure. But you know, I've been kind of just dropping content pieces because I want people to, you know, just spend time with the little clips and then go find the record.
Yeah, yeah. No, definitely strategy today, right?
Mm.
I remember even talking to an artist here recently. They said they do like 100 pieces of content to every song, and just, you know what I mean, and are giving it, like you said, giving people the clips before you give them the big, you know what I mean?
Yep, that's the way I do it.
Yep. So because I know you mentioned from the top, like you were doing something like the influencing things. So have you like been tying in with brands and that type of stuff? Is that how that's working?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm always working with brands ultimately. So like my goal is to always be able to implement my music into anything that I do. And then it's also trying to introduce the brands into, like, you know, just so they know that I do music as well. But I ultimately built my social media followers based off of, like, you know, singing. I used to sing covers, and you know, I was just a little island girl that was singing in her living room.
Yeah.
And that was my thing. So yeah, no, I'm just trying to make sure that everybody can be cohesive, because when you're doing covers, it's kind of hard to get brands to be like, oh, she does music. But now I'm like, oh no, baby, I'm dropping my own music.
Yes.
Let's integrate it and make it mash.
Yeah, I mean, you got hella A&Rs now just looking at social media anyway, looking for the next hot thing. So I mean, it's I mean, it is what it is today, you know. So speaking of, are you independent, or are you signed, or what's the status right now?
So I'm signed to an independent label.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations on everything, yo. Very, very dope. Very dope. So am I reading this right? We got the one and only Bangladesh on this next record?
So yeah, this is actually a Bangladesh record.
Okay.
Bangladesh has done a lot of records for me, actually, and this is the one I think we're gonna step out with first.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, and when is this actually releasing?
April 3rd.
Okay, all right, kicking off April in a major way. That's Bangladesh, probably by far one of my favorite producers, man. Super ill. So congratulations on this collab. Check this out, y'all. Big Pressure, bringing the big pressure. Kaelyn Kastle, listen up. Big Pressure, big tune right there. Big tune. That's fire right there.
Thank
fire.
you.
Yes. Did you get in the studio with Bangladesh on that one?
Yeah, Bang's always in the studio with me.
Yeah.
Bang don't like me to cut unless he's there. At first, he was like,
Good.
so he came to my first session. I'm done like 1 or 2 without him, but he has to be there when I'm there. He loves to be there. He's like, I'm coming. I'm pulling up.
Yeah. And you can hear the difference, I think, when you have an artist and producer in the building together. There's a different vibe than someone just sending off a beat. You know what I mean? So
hey, y'all.
That I agree. That's the one to put some steam on right there. You know what I mean? So super dope. What's up, Sia?
Oh my God. Groovy, fucking movie. Yo, everybody is in agreement in the chat that this is the one. It'll make a lot of DJs go back to that rhythm and start playing that rhythm all over again. Understand? I'm from New York, so you were speaking about VP Records. I was explaining to my people, yeah, VP Records is from Jamaica, Queens. So I used to go on the avenue every week and grab records from VP Records. So anybody that knows about VP Records is knowing they are a big reggae distributor. So all of these rhythms that's being used again came from them. So that one is a given. That one is going to be the one. So I'm glad you're shooting the video for it, and the Groovy Movie stamp of approval is there. God damn it, let's go.
Thank you.
Yes. What's up, Sia?
Yeah, I feel like with the right video and the right concept, that record could go really far. First of all, it is the Showtime rhythm. Right now, the Dutty Showtime rhythm is on fire. Busy Signal, Sean Paul, all of these they like re-released the rhythm the end of last year, and it blew up all over again. And now it's coming right on the tail of it, but you're a new artist, so it's a new energy, a new vibe. It has a long way to go. I think I think everybody's right saying like this is the record to go with. I think you should take it seriously. First two records are great. They show another side of you, but this record, it feels like you know.
Yeah, it is me.
And I can see that, and I know that you're probably getting pulled in a lot of different directions musically, but you and Bangla definitely did something special there. And you stayed the difference between the quality of production between this record and the other two, like by far. And it's a good time. You're coming into summertime, you're coming into spring. Jump on it now. Jump on it now. If you need help, shout out to April. This is like where we can excel and make something crazy out of it because it's a no-brainer. And that's my piece.
Thank you.
Let us hear from a lady, Miss Brittany Cherry. What's happening?
Hi, Kaelyn. I love the songs.
Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you, especially that last one. I would definitely put some TikTok power behind that one because that's going to be a trending sound, like or dance challenge or movements or anything like that. And I just want to make sure I was hearing the lyrics right. It's about appreciation of another woman. Are we appreciating another woman in the song?
It's more just like a party record, but it's like, you know how like you could dance on anybody. So I'm like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Me and my friends dance.
So I'm like, I could dance with the guy, or I'm a band the girl over and dance with her. So it's like, you know, it's just living. Like at the end of the day, like I don't know if anybody's ever been carnival. That's just what the vibes are on there. So it's just about freeing up yourself and just like, you know, living. Like go outside, have fun. Big pressure. Like understand your big pressure when you hit the road. Like, cause you know, like when you get ready for carnival, it's like, I don't know. I do carnivals. I be like, I'm pressure. As soon as I put my hairpiece on, because you know your hairpiece is the last piece, I'm like, I'm pressure. That's good. Big pressure hitting the road.
Right. That's how I felt. I felt like the energy was like I'm dancing with my homegirls, or I'm about to dance on this guy. I'm about to give him vibes. So I really like that part of the song. I was like, okay, all right. So yeah, definitely a summer banger, and you should push this. You should really, really push this one.
Thank you. That's the plan.
Yeah, man. I feel like that need to be like in a sync with a commercial for spring dresses or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, big pressure. Big pressure. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Britt? You feel me, Britt?
I don't know about summer dresses, but
I said the spring dresses. I said the spring dress. That's a difference.
Spring dress. I guess. No, she has the right vibe. It's like,
nah, for sure.
Yeah, it's like summertime. I'm free. I'm partying with my girls. I got a drink in my hand. I'm blocking a few niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like
it's good vibes.
It is. Yeah, it is indeed.
I'm a party.
I love it. I love it. So as far as did I hear you say you and Bangladesh actually got together on a bunch of records?
Mm-hmm.
Is that all going to be part of something dropping this year, or are those kind of going to be randomly spread out?
I got plans of dropping an EP.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. In other words.
Stay tuned.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Kaelyn. Definitely, April, if you're on the call, if you want to drop, or if you know how to, Kaelyn, your social media on there. What platform are you kind of getting the most traction on? Is this TikTok or what's happening?
Well, if you want me to be honest, Snapchat, but
okay.
So if you want me to be honest, Snapchat, but yeah, Instagram, TikTok, I'm everywhere. Go find me.
Yeah. Thank you, Raymond. Yeah, I'm gonna drop her. I'm gonna drop it in the chat right now. Thank you, everyone, for your feedback.
All right, and we said April 4th, April 5th, April 4th. We can look for that one to be released.
April 3rd, I think.
April 3rd. Okay. All right, excellent, man. Well, April, again, thank you for another dope guest, Kaelyn. Best of luck to you. Like I said, that's gonna be a great drop for spring, summertime. Get outside, day party, drinking with that one. You know what I'm saying? And congrats on everything, man. You know what I mean? You're always welcome back too. You're gonna drop some more records.
What, man?
I said, yeah, you're always welcome back anytime too as well. You're gonna drop some more records.
Yeah.
We always here.
All right, thank you, lot, for rocking with me.
Without a doubt. You have a good one. Thank you again, April.
Later.
Right, and thank you, Steele. Thanks, everyone. Digiwaxx. We'll be back.
Indeed. We'll be looking forward, April. We'll be looking forward.
Okay.
Out to DMV. out the DMV, Chaz French.
Yo, he
Chaz
says,
French.
"Baby Jesus." That's tough work right there.
Yeah.
That's tough work right there.
Yeah, so he just dropped the project. I showed up with Flowers season 1. That one had a Southside Vic on it as well. The album's dope though, you know what I mean? And like I said, we always talk about the balance and like I said, whether we're gonna talk just Christian hip hop or whatever, like messages are you know what I mean? We need them.
Yeah, I liked it though. That was dope. Yeah. I mean, shoot, Christian hip hop is still hip hop. It's just music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I mean? And like I said, I've never really known Chaz to kind of be in that lane, so this was a different, different sound. So, but yeah, good record. Time to welcome our next guest, legendary. You know what I mean? In the spirit of R&B, you know what I mean, and just musical as a whole, man. One time for the legendary Mr. Jon B in the building, y'all. Mr. Jon B, how you living, my guy? I think you're on mute. there, Jon. You got to get one of your kids,
Hey.
Jon.
Hey, man. Hey, you there?
Yes, sir. How you
All
doing,
right,
brother?
My bad. Yeah, I forgot when you first load this thing up, it just automatically mutes you, man. So my bad. Peace. How are
No
y'all?
worries. We are good, man. Better now that you're with us, man. Congrats again on this latest album. Classic
Thank you so
Jon B,
much.
brother. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be back, man, with something new. It's been 10 years since the last album that I put out. So,
Wow.
So yeah, it feels like it's time. It's been time. But, given all the different things that have happened in the past 10 years, we've been through a lot from, pandemics to just everything, man. Touring has really kept me busy too. That's the main thing. That's what's made it take a little longer than normal was just the touring schedule. It's really getting in touch with my peoples, my foundation, getting back in touch with all those peoples around the globe, man, both all around the United States and, internationally. It's just been wonderful to reconnect with everybody. And really, before I put something new out, just really kind of water my garden, if you will, you know what I mean? And all those seeds that have already been sort of sown, So yeah, but it's beautiful to get the flowers now after 30 years of doing this. And, people just are the shows are sold out. People are showing up for the album. People are loving the album now. I'm getting really good feedback on it. So it's just a wonderful thing to continue to do what I love anyway, but let alone, just kind of reignite the fire again with everything,
Yes, sir. Hey, Jon, could you do us a favor? Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Would you be able to turn it sideways so we get the landscape?
Sure, absolutely. There's not much to do here. I'm just in my my
we good.
Here, my messy kitchen where I'm doing my my business.
That's right. Well,
Yeah.
man, listen, 30 years. That is amazing. You know what I mean? And,
Thank you so much, man.
Again, looking at the space of where like R&B is today, I think there's another yearning for, legacy artists like yourself. You know what I mean? And it's proof in the pudding that people are still selling out these shows, man. So
you know what? That's as long as they show up, that's what really counts, man. It's a beautiful thing to continue to sing, for people that come out with such a, they show their love. It's just they're engaging with me, you know what I mean? They're really, it don't matter if you sit front row. If, I'm talking to the person way in the back row who's turning up too, so it's just a matter of the fact that you came, to share your energy with me. And like I said, after all these years, I'm still honored to do what I get to do, So yeah, it goes down.
Well, I think beyond the music though, for you, there's an element of showmanship and stage presence that, you learned early on. Cause I think that's a big part of like what's lacking today. There's just not a lot of like emphasis in the live performance. You know what I mean?
You know what? I kind of agree with you, man. I'm not gonna, throw shade or whatever and say that I don't see the talent that's there. You know what I'm saying? I come from the era of where we were crooners, man. We weren't afraid to like not only tell you how we feel, but show you how we feel, like literally show you how we feel. Not just tell you how we feel, but show you, with the way that we're singing, the passion that we're putting into what actually we're doing. So yeah, man, it's apparent, I think, when I'm doing like 75-minute shows or 90-minute sets, and I'm not really, I'm not wavering. I'm giving you my all all it's until the very end. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no like sort of lightweight version of what I have to do up there. That's just it's heavyweight all the time from first note you hear to when I jump off the stage. Yeah, it's just I mean what I do and I do it with a passion, you know.
I love it. As it's supposed to be done. That's why I say this. You know, we've been having the comment now for a while. Like somewhere along the lines, artist development seemed to stop. So I love for you to kind of reflect on you early on in your career. You know, how was that stress to you and that type of stuff? You know what I mean? To be the complete package, you know?
Well, you know what? I mean, honestly, I will say early on was like cut my teeth with like talent shows, you know, and my first like, you know, even my friends just, you know, that would rag on me at school and talk about your clothes. If you know, you had your pants creased right or whatever, you know, or whatever they might say. The next thing you know, they see you performing on the talent show and they're like, man, I didn't know you had talent, you know, and that kind of energy. So from all, you know, even going back to like early days like that, you know, it was even that cat in the hallway that told me I did good. That, you know, it's like that's kind of like the reason why I turned out the way I did is like I got to commend anybody who ever gave me, you know, their solid encouragement along the way because, you know, a lot of what we do is instinctual. It's just we feel a certain way. We go up there and hopefully we show that to the audience. And when we do, that is a beautiful thing to exchange that. You know, that's essentially what performance is. You know, it's not just you up there. It's actually the audience too. And that in it, you know, that dialogue between the two of us. You know, and music is the language. So it really does the heavy lifting. But I think that when you show up with the right attitude, you know, the right appreciation for everybody who you have around you who's gathered there, and you give them that intensity with your performance, then you got it. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot comes with, you know, this industry in terms of the way they promote and the way they may not put as much emphasis on the performance part of it because it is such on a different level now that, you know, when you're selling out stadiums, man, that's a little different than, you know what I mean? The local theater or the club or the bar or whatever have you that might be 500 seaters or whatever. You know, in some theaters we do like 2,000 to 4,000 seaters, but for the most part we're pretty much keeping it humble on that level. But you know, I can imagine what it must be like to perform in front of like 60,000 people sold out. You're just kind of like, wow. You hope that you come off as big as that is of an audience to serve. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But my hat goes off to anybody who's selling out 60,000. You know I was just with my man Tyler, the creator, the other night, man. I went to his show, and he had the whole joint sold out down here in LA. So man, the Crypto Center, man, that's a hard joint to sell out right there. You do that
and multiple
nights in a row. Six nights in a row, you're doing some things, you know.
Yeah, that's so. No, so let's talk about the new album. I mean, I know your catalog speaks for itself, but I was super impressed once it dropped. I mean, this to me is not no skipper on it, bro. This is classic Jon B yet again. I loved every joint on this. I know I have my favorites, but what are your favorites on the album?
I mean, you know what? It's like it's hard to have a favorite because I only put 11 on there. And so each one of them is my babies, you know what I mean? I will say that, I mean, there's some that really stand out for me as being like records I'm very, you know, I'm proud because I was able to make them happen. You know, I'm independent. I'm doing everything is my own label. So, you know, as far as like linking things, it's not that, you know, I went the corporate route. You know, I went the route of being a part of this culture and being, you know, evidently a part of this culture for 30 years now. So it's like, you know, there's a lot of respect that was shown to me on this album. There was a lot of flowers that were given just by people wanting to participate on this album. The likes of Tank, Rick Ross, you know, Donnell Jones, Alex Isley. You know, we had DJ Quick on engineering side. We had Manny Markowin, Jason Joshua. So some of the greatest in the game, you know, came to help me on this record. And it wasn't because of having a big budget or having, you know, some sort of like A&R that was going around trying to put things together. This was all, you know, me and my wife. And who runs the label, I might add, and does all the business behind
Yes,
everything.
yeah.
So it's a pleasure to see, you know, people dig the projects that we put together. That's, you know, it took a lot to get these things to happen, to get to work with Rick Ross, to get to work with Donnell Jones. And it wasn't that it was a lot of logistics. It was just a matter of getting the time right, you know, getting the all everything, you know, just dotting the I's and crossing the T's, as they say. But it wasn't hard to make happen in terms of everyone's willingness to be a part of this thing. Tank was just like instantaneous. I met him at the R&B podcast that he has, R&B Money, and we had a great interview, chopped it up. But past that, I played him the record "Waiting on You," and he wanted to be on it after that. He heard it. He was just like, "Man, I want to be on this track. I got to sing on here." And I was just like, "Man, you are like my favorite guy, bro." Like, what do you mean you're gonna be on my record? Like, I was so excited when he pulled up on me in the studio, man, and just he wrote the bridge, he played piano, he played strings on there. I mean, put some harmonies down there for me. So it was a wonderful thing to collaborate with him. Rick Ross, the same thing, just beautiful energy from my man, showing me love like that. And, you know, mutual respect, mutual, you know, admiration for one another's work. You know, boss, you know, I mean, Ross is the boss. Ross is he's the voice of luxury, you know. And I love that he was able to bless my song "Hills to the Hood" on the album with some bars, man, some serious bars, and he even snapped it with the Maybach music for me. So, you know,
yeah.
It's official.
All right, well, let's get into a couple of these joints, because I know "Waiting on You," that was actually the first kind of single pushed, right?
Yeah,
before the project.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah. So
that was what we went to, you know, first. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so check this one out, Joe. If you ain't heard it, again, the album is called "Waiting on You." The legendary Jon B with Tank.
This is the title track from the album, "Waiting on You," featuring my man Tank, the legendary R&B's king. You already know.
There it is.
Yeah. Check that.
I think I just got my lady pregnant off that joint right there. You know what I'm saying? much respect. The chat going crazy.
Much respect to everybody, man, and all the shouts, man, out there, man. Thank you so much. I'm so glad y'all feeling it, man. It's so good to get it out too, and you know, to let this finally be, you know, out to you, man, and to connect with you on it, because it's been a lot of time waiting on you. As the song says. That's why I call the album "Waiting on You," because, you know, I spent a lot of time refining everything, making sure that, you know, it was ready, you know, and when you get the, you know, the general in R&B, as he calls himself, you know what I'm saying, and as he has every right to refer to himself as that, I consider his opinion, Tank, I'm speaking of, you know, I consider it like a, you know, it's like a bar to shoot for, you know what I mean? It's he raised the bar of R&B for guys like me, you know, listening to him be a self-produced, you know, he writes, he produces, he performs his music. So he's self-contained in that sense. So when a compliment comes from him, it means something a little bit more than the average compliment. It just is, he has me encouraged and believing a little bit more in myself that way, you know? And so like him getting on the record, it was just really everything I needed to know that it was time, you know what I'm saying? And this is like, what better way of knowing than to have one of your favorite guys in the game really tell you, all right, you gonna put this out, man? All right, if you do, I'm trying to be a part of it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was a big deal for me. So big up Tank and my boy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody on this album, Donnell Jones, Rick Ross, Alex Isley, thank you so much, you know.
Yeah. I want to play this Alex Isley joint too, because this is one of my more favorite ones off the project. She's super dope. Matter of fact, the homies out of New York just connected with her at an event last night for Warner. So she is definitely one of the ones I think is probably gonna have a bright future as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
absolutely. Yeah, she's got such a beautiful voice, and she complimented the record so beautifully. she came to my house and she heard the record. I played it for her, you know, with the not really that intense feeling of like, oh, I hope you like my version. I was really open to any sort of suggestions. I was like, you want to maybe try to writing, you know, from your perspective, like you write your own verse, because I know she's amazing pen herself, you know. But she was like, nah, I don't want to change anything about it. I love it just like that. And let me just go in there and lace it for you. So man, she went in there and she sang that song like it was made for her, and it really was made for her. So yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing she did to this record, man, for me. So
Yeah.
enjoy.
So check this out. Check this out, y'all. Show me. We'll come back right to you. See. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen. All that will work, man. All that will work. Trust me. This is what I do. I'm
Say
a
it
mood
louder.
setter.
Say it louder. He said, "This is what I do."
I'm a mood setter. I'm a mood setter, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mood setter. That's what I do. So I will help you with your night. I will help you with your day.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead, Steve Styles. What's happening?
Listen, I'm just saying.
Oh,
first of all, the first one, absolute groovy movie. Oh my God. Holy moly guacamole. I said, he's back.
Thank you, man.
First of all, that the combination between you and Tank complemented each other so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like it was purposely meant to bring good R&B back to the fold. Even though you came out before him, but it makes a statement like real R&B music is here and we ain't going nowhere. Even though that other shit was, it was what it was. But this right here is the foundation. Good R&B music, collaborating with great singers, and just putting out great music. Because there was a time where it was just constant great music, and then it just every now and then. But now, groovy movie, this is it. I like both of the records. I fuck with the first one, so definitely you got the support. You know what I'm saying? They don't know.
Thank you so much, man.
They don't know.
I see what you did. I see what you did. I see what you did.
I see what you did. Right on, man. I appreciate it, man.
CL, what's happening?
Nah, man. Definitely good stuff, man. It feels good. It's feel good music. Shout out to just the vibes. Shout out to R&B. Shout out to 30 years. Got to give you props for that. Major respect on that. A lot of artists say that, and just the wide, I guess, array of artists you've gotten a chance to, and talent you've gotten a chance to work with over those years. I mean, from obviously Babyface to Rick Ross and Jay-Z.
Tupac, rest in peace. You know what I mean?
Nas, Tupac. Yeah, man. It's been crazy. Faith Evans. I mean, just I'm such a fan of all of this music. So from like, from Bootsy Collins on my first album, to getting to work with Faith Evans and Nas on the third album, and AZ and Jay-Z later, and you know what I'm saying? And I mean just Snoop Dogg, Guru from Gangstar, I'm a huge hip hop head. I don't know if you know that, but I've always, prided myself on collaborating with all my favorite guys in hip hop. DJ Quick, just he got down on this album. Actually, he helped me mix some of the album, which was really dope. Getting to work with Premier this year. Well, last year actually we cut a record. That was my first time working with Primo, and I just like Scarface. Just all these people I think of that I've gotten the pleasure of working with. If I wasn't a fan of the music, it wouldn't mean as much to me. But because I'm such a fan of each one of these artists' music, the opportunity just to be in the same room with them it makes me feel amazing and like a dream is coming true, but let alone the speaker is putting out music that we're making together is like, that's surreal to hear my voice on the same record with Tank, to hear my voice on the same record with Nas, or Rick Ross or whoever have you. To me, it takes everything that I do and just takes it up to another level. You know, it's another dimension with them on it, man. So I'm very privileged to get those opportunities.
Yeah, I had my quick question is, over those 30 years, has there ever been a song that you heard and passed on that blew up, that took off, that you were like, damn, one got away?
Nah, because you know what? I never really took records from people. I wasn't like the artist that needed people to shop their records to me and be like, hey, I got this hit, because I was producing and writing all my records that were hits. Like if I didn't write it, it was the first two singles, like Someone to Love and Pretty Girl. Those were the only really, maybe And Then Don't Say was another song I didn't write and produce, but those were like the three only records that I didn't write and produce. I wrote They Don't Know. I wrote Are You Still Down? I wrote and produced I Do. I wrote and produced Don't Talk.
Talking my shit. I ain't gonna lie.
So you know what I mean? So like I penned those records myself if I didn't make the beat and write the record. So it's like, for me, it's more like that's been part of my artistry. That's been actually half, if not more than half of my artistry, is really my sound selection and how I'm programming my beat. That's part of my identity. Is like I want people to know that about when they hear a Jon B record. If they haven't read the fine print on who's producing and who's writing. And I never really was the guy to kind of go out there and be like, I'm the best music. You know what I'm saying? No shade, but I'm saying I ain't never been that guy. And because of that, I think that it kind of goes a little unnoticed. So it's okay to talk about during my interviews. I'm not like, bragging or anything. I'm just saying this is part of what you get when you buy a Jon B record. I produced, this new album, I produced pretty much 99% of it. So that's been part of the love of what I do, making beats, playing drums, playing keys, playing bass lines, arranging harmonies, coming up with melodies, lyrics, the whole process.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, man. I say 30 years, talk all that talk all your shit. You heard that.
For real, man.
I do this. You know what I mean? You need to make the brand Jon B. Do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, this is the year for that in terms of me really kind of letting people know, with this project, because every song is a story to tell, and from the composing of the beat to the lyrical content to what inspired the record and all that. There's a lot of details, a lot of nuance to this album. And there's only 11 to go through, so it's not like I gave you a Bible of records. It's just more like just enough to be able to take in this moment. And really, this is it's a sweet moment. And it's like Ross says on the song Hills to the Hood. He starts off by saying this is a special moment in our lives, because it really is. This is album 10, and we're celebrating 30 years in the game. So it's a cool little moment for me.
Hell yeah. Go ahead, Miss Brittany Cherry. What we got?
Hey, Jon B, how you doing?
Hello, Brittany. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
If you knew how many men sung me your songs off key, you would be owed compensation.
Come on now.
Oh,
let's get that money.
No, you need to sue. All off
the
key.
Copyright infringement.
Who's copyright
all
infringement,
off key.
man? Yeah. They've been sampling me a lot lately.
we ain't gonna talk about that because they've been sampling you a lot. We're not gonna go there.
That's all we've been talking about. We don't need to talk about it no more.
We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah.
All right.
So unless we're gonna talk about the Weeknd sampling me with the Niagara Falls record that just came out.
Did you like it?
On his new album? Yes, I loved it. I love it.
Okay.
I love it. I love it, everybody. Okay. I love it.
He loves it. He loves it.
All
right.
Not like it. Love it. Okay. So yeah.
So good. You are okay with people sampling as long as they stay true to, I think, what the original vibe of what you intended. right?
You gotta come with it on that record. That's my badge of honor right there, you know, to rock that song, to say I wrote it, and to say that it's still the song that everybody relates to that one. I think that's the one song I can play in a show and see everybody really, really turn up and sing that from beginning to end. You know what I mean? They know the ad libs at the end of the song and stuff like that. So it's fun to watch that, especially after all these years of singing it. You know, the next generation after the next generation knows the record. So it's like, it's kids that are kids of the kids that got made to the song.
Yes, because I'm in my 30s and you've been doing this for 30 years. So again, it's like you were a part of my childhood and also my adulthood. So like
thank you. That's an honor. That's honor.
Amazing that I'm still like you said, I'm still bopping, I'm still vibing. But my question is like, you're a cultural figure, more than just music, just culturally. And someone in the chat mentioned Natural Drug. And so that music video, you had Cynthia Bailey, former model and Real Housewife of Atlanta, star in the music
Black
video.
don't crack, y'all. Black don't crack. Okay.
She looks great.
And
but you do too.
You do too. Hopefully some beige don't age, baby. You know what I'm saying? Don't make that into a t-shirt now. I'm copywriting that already, man. All right. But no, I'm just saying but no, it's a blessing, man, to continue to do what you love. And I mean, what a classic Natural Drug she is, in terms of my wife, you know, she would catch me staring at the screen watching ATL Housewives, you know, and she's like, "Oh, you think she's so pretty, don't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, she's pretty, you know what I mean?" Blushing, you know, I'm like, "Okay, you know," but you know, it's funny because my wife is the one that she contacted her. She said, "Will you be in this video?" And she said, "Absolutely." So just when she surprised me that Cynthia Bailey was going to be the muse for the video, I was like, "Okay, look at you." Look, I was like, "All right, you try to really make moves right now." And that's what she did. I mean, Cynthia Bailey just helped enhance that song so much with that visual, and put it in, you know, bring it to life really with something that we can all look at and be like, "Wow." You know what I'm saying? Like, she's just fun to look at. She really is. In that video, when I see her under the trees with the shadow of the leaves on her face, it's just like such a natural moment for me. And I shot that video and we directed it. So, I mean, you know, everything from the styling, you know, of the gown she wore, the gown she wore, the beautiful clothes, to just being there to kind of witness her do her thing, because she's such a vet in that department of you know, from doing the videos, the visual thing, to the print as well, you know, just being in front of the camera, if you will. It was amazing to get her aesthetics and just her whole take on the song. Like rather, it's like that grown woman mannerism that is just so sexy and gorgeous. And I love to showcase that in this day and age right now, especially with a song like Natural Drug. It's the opportunity to do that, and being able to blend with her was the opportunity to just say, you know, a message to all women all around, all ages, colors, you know, sizes, that I appreciate you, and, you know, just know who you are. You're the natural drug. You know, you're the song. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, thank you. I received that, Jon B. I know you're talking about me.
Cap, man. You are the drug. You know what I'm saying? You're the natural drug, though. You know.
Well, shout out to you and your wife. 17 years of marriage is like no easy thing to do in this industry. And shout out to Cynthia Bailey, and that whole music video was beautiful. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And big up Cynthia Bailey for being part of my video. Thank you, Cynthia.
No doubt. Miss Queen B.
Hi, I'm Queen B out of Hartford, Connecticut.
Hey, Queen B.
I just want to salute you for 30 years of R&B. We do appreciate
Thank you. Appreciate you, love. Thank you.
Congratulations on your new album. Did you experiment with any new vocal techniques or harmonies?
Yes, I did actually on this album. I mean, it's funny that you asked that because I mean, a lot has changed in R&B, hasn't it, over the last 30 years, you know? I mean, if I was to approach everything with the same sort of approach that I did 30 years ago, I feel like people would kind of be yearning for more. You know, if I just stacked the stacks like I normally would have stacked the stacks back in the 90s, I think people might have shied away from it a little bit in terms of it lining up with everything. Things kind of got a little bit simpler with that part of music in terms of hooks. So my hooks aren't as stacked up on this album as most of my choruses that you hear in my songs have been over the years, where I did like, 8 notes for every I did 8 tracks for every note. So it'd be like just these huge choirs, on my songs. Like when you hear a song like They Don't Know, that's like, I don't even know how many tracks on the hook. Or Someone to Love, the same things, these really giant hooks. I did a little bit of that because I didn't want to leave y'all hanging with that energy on a song called Natural Drug, where it's got the stacks on there. And so, yeah, there is a little bit of the old school, but I mixed the new school in there with like songs like Hills to the Hood, which is like a little bit more like lyrical wordplay in there. And it's a bit more of a rap type of a cadence in terms of my vocals. So yeah, I like to think that that's a little bit more updated in terms of the energy, a newer energy, and also more youthful energy in terms of like the, being influenced by like an artist like The Weeknd, you know what I mean, coming out and being, around for as long as he's been around. Now he's an influence to me, and so yeah, so songs like that are show that influence, I believe, and well, then you have going back to like older energies like Pick Me Up on the album, which is kind of like going back to my D'Angelo influence and my neo soul era of, really kind of jazzy R&B or bluesy R&B, if you will. A little gospel flares in there too at times, but that's a special one for me on that album. That kind of has its own lane. Is the song "Pick Me Up," which you asked about, like experimenting. That's definitely one of them records.
Yes, well, thank you for answering that question. I look forward to the album. How about the sequencing of the album? Did you have
In terms of what? Like what did you have in mind?
The
Yeah.
order or like the emotions based on emotions?
Yeah. I mean, I will say this album is based off of a lot of it had to do with wordplay, like what the songs were about. I didn't want to have songs that couldn't line up back to back. I wanted you to be able to listen to one and move on to the next one and say, okay, I get what he's talking about. And I believe that that's authentic, in terms of like an energy, it's not just to say something sweet in your ear. This is like, I mean these things. So I like to have everything be digested a certain way. It's like when you serve a meal, you serve the appetizer, you serve the entree, you serve dessert, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're doing multi-course meal, so, I mean, you never know. You might start with the shrimp cocktail on the side, you know what I mean? And just whatever, you make your way towards the main entree. But I guess speaking metaphorically, it's something to build gradually when you're making an album, and you don't give away all your best stuff right off the top. You got to save it to be able to sort of like spread through the album, to be able to give the album a nice, nice balanced feel, So yeah.
All right.
I hope you enjoy it, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I will enjoy it. Thank you for answering my question. Great.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, man. How you doing on time, Jon?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good, man. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, good to see you, man. Like I said, I tripped out to 2019, bro, when I got to have you and the family all together out here with me in the studio,
I remember,
man.
brother.
Yeah. So
And thank you again for having me back, man. And thanks for keeping up with me, brother, and always being supportive of what I do, man. I sincerely appreciate it. Wifey and I, you know what I'm saying? And I know my fans appreciate it because this is, this is all we really need right now. It's just really to get in touch and just really just have that conversation. It's been a little bit of time now, so I think it's time. I miss y'all, man. I miss my fans. I miss my peoples. So, you know, from the DJs that make it happen, that spin my records, to, you know, the guys who are playing my videos, to everybody at home who's listening to it, whether you're riding in your car, or you just, you know, on your laptop or on your phone, whatever have you. I'm just glad that I could fit into your life the way that I have been able to do so for these 30 years. I'm honored. And let me sing my heart out for you in a city near you. The tour is starting in spring, and we're going out for a month or so. So yeah, catch me in a state near you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. And like I said, if you got some time, I want to run this Heels to the Hood so we can get the little flavor.
Let's get it.
You know, I know we got Rick Ross on this one, so Big Red, we'll come back. We'll come back to you right after we play this joint. Kevin, David, check this out.
That's what's happening in behind the beat. So it's like, it's nice to let that stuff play at the end so that a person can kind of see what I was doing, the full picture of the beat. And some people may not listen to the very end, but for those who do, you know, it sort of breaks the beat down in layers so that it takes away some things so you can hear what's the underbelly sounding like, you know, what's the undertones, all the underground stuff, you know? So you kind of got to hunt to hear that when you're hearing the whole record as a whole. But when you hear it at the very end, it kind of like gives you that picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir. Big Red checking in from Dallas. What's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Jon B? How you doing, brother?
What's
again,
bro? Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you for being on the call. Thank you again for another 30 years of R&B. My question to you, my brother, is where did you get your soul from, brother?
Yeah, man, I think where we all got our soul from. No, but you know what? I mean, really, I will tell you, man, from being a real fan of this culture, man. You know what I'm saying? Of you and your people and my people, but I'm the brother from another mother, you understand? So it's like I have always admired my favorite artists, my favorite, and I don't even really want to put a color on it. I have to give Black people their props. I have to give Black culture its props, because without that, I would be kind of standing up here kind of doing it. I want to say all of my favorite singers are all, you know, Black R&B singers, man. I mean, from Marvin Gaye to Stevie Wonder to Donny Hathaway to, you know, Luther Vandross to Babyface to Johnny Gill to, you know, Alexander O'Neal to Ron Isley to, you know, Howard Hewitt to, I mean, you know, all the female voices as well. You know what I'm saying? Now here's a name who, okay, Tina Marie, she's a sister from another mister. There you go. I'm not alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. But, you know, I strive to really personify what she did, which is be a wonderful R&B singer, but nevertheless you're a guest in the house of R&B. You know what I mean? So, but I'm the guy who knows not to put, you know, your shoes, you know, to put your shoes at the front door before you know what I'm saying? I'm the guy with the respect in the house. So there's other people who are in the game, you know, and I'm looking to find that same connection to what we actually do. In fact, I'm looking for anybody in the game right now who's not Black, who has the connection that I have to this culture of music, which is R&B, hip hop culture, man. Because I'm living this day and night. It's not a thing that turns off and then, you know, I turn back on when I get around people or something like that. This is something it's been me for many, many years. And so I don't want people to look at me and be like, you know, see my skin tone and be like, oh, he just acting like that or whatever. You know, I want people to know, if I don't line up to anybody else you see, that's because there's only one me, man. You know what I mean? There's only one me. And these other guys, they gotta live up to it, man. You know what I mean? Like they gotta do the same things that I do, which is go sing for the real people that really support your music, not just the people who, you know, showed up that one time, but the people who have been here. You know what I mean? And that goes back to the very beginning of my music. So that's why you see me at like the venues that I perform at and making an effort to not be, to be accessible for the people.
Yeah.
Because we need evidently that's the way that I've been able to stay up with my fans all these years, is not being too good to play for people, not too good to go to Illinois or to go to Ohio or to go to somewhere in the South, you know what I mean, or wherever have you. I cater to my people, man, and y'all, show me the love that I've been so blessed to have all these years, man. So
that's what's up. That's what's up. And then my last question to you is, okay, just for fun, all right, I put up a flyer. I made a flyer just for fun. Don't come after me. Don't sue me now. All right. So I said, coming soon to a city near you, the White Chocolate Tour. Jon B, Robin Thicke, Justin Timberlake. You think this concert can happen?
You know what? You know how many people have asked me about that, Jon? Man, I mean, that would be so fire. First of all I want to do, and let me just say this right now while I have you and everybody paying attention. All I want to do is build you up, man. I never want to break you down. So if I'm giving you tough love as my brother, that's because I love you, man. That's because I care about you. And I see things in you that I see in myself. So it's like when I speak to my guys, and I may come off a little condescending or whatever, it's because I care, man. It comes from a real place. I'd love to see us all on the same bill. And you know how many years have gone by where I've just be acknowledged by my other brothers who do what I do. It's just a huge thing for me. For them to just be like, oh no, Jon B, he all right, because I know I do it for them all the time. And in my entire career, that's all I've done is be like, nah, he all right, he all right. So when people catch me one time slipping or saying something that may not be exactly what I meant, but I'm saying it out of a love for the person, being like, nah, he ain't really coming with it right now. But I love R&B. You know what I mean? That may happen from time to time. But you know what? That's the love. And you know what? It's like at the end of the day, I know how important I am to these cats because I hear it.
Yeah.
It's like I hear it. I hear it in the sound selection. I hear it in the style of the beat. I hear it in the lyrical content. I hear it in the vocal, ascensions that I hear everybody making. And I love cats who can admit their influences though. So I gotta big up my man Brent Faiyaz, because he recently went out and spoke on like me as being one of his favorite artists in R&B. And I just never been nobody's favorite artist before. So well, I mean, for me, it's just I ain't never been nobody's favorite artist. I'm always saying somebody's my favorite artist. You know what I mean? So it's like to get that love back, man, is just like, I don't know, it really it makes your day, and it really brightens your whole belief in yourself again. It reignites that thing. So we're actually getting together on Friday, man. We actually linked last Friday. We were in the studio together, me and Brent Faiyaz cooking up, and we're gonna link back again on Friday. So it's just been a beautiful thing to continue to build with everybody I've had around me, but also the new generation too, and getting in with the new guys, but them showing me the love that they show. And this next generation, man, they've been showing me a lot of love, and it's just been a trip because 30 years later, I'm like, wow, I'm bugging out,
You're surging, baby.
You know what I mean? That it's we still thriving. We're not just surviving, and that's a difference, big time. So
that's what I say. Again, I appreciate you. I rock with you. Love the new music. Can't wait till it come out fully for when it drop out, and I make sure I'm putting my hands on it because like I said in the chat, I already got the first joint.
Well, waiting on you. The album is officially out, man. So right now, and I want to let everybody know we got like 7 videos for this album. We're not putting all 7 out right now. I think it's about 4 videos that we put out for this album so far, but we got 3 more to do, and a documentary that's going to go along with the album. So most visual album I've ever done. And you was right about that White Chocolate Tour. Let's do it. Coming to a city near you.
Hell yeah.
I hope it happens.
John, I had a question because I've watched you get more active with social media and everything. I was thinking of progressed. I feel like Heels to the Hoods could have a nice TikTok challenge. You know what I mean?
Oh, that'd be dope.
You know what I mean?
You know what? Real talk. I've never had dancers in my. Well, I only had one video that had dancers in it. It was my song called "Cool Relax," a remix with Guru back in. I want to say that was like 97, 98 maybe. But like, we had a choreographer team come out and do, some choreography. Some girls come out to the desert, do like dancing in the desert. It was really dope. But that was the last time I had like a dancing choreography thing. It'd be really cool to see some choreography done to that, because that song has it's got an Afrobeat influence in it. A little bit of EDM, a little bit of Afrobeat, a little bit of 80s rock in there, because I use like real drums on that song too as well. I played like live drums on there just to give it kind of like that feel. I wanted almost like a synthwave feel on that song. Is what I was kind of going for, which is like reminiscent of like the Miami Vice sound. You know what I mean? Like that song for me, I just pictured Miami, and the yachts and like that type of luxurious kind of like, landscape. But yeah, like you
But
said,
I feel like even with the whole
TikTok
fashion,
challenge,
like it could be the whole get ready with me. Where they do this bad, you know what I'm saying? And then they come back, like they in their CEO outfit, step back out and they in they hood outfit. You know what I'm saying?
Boom. Yeah, love that. Love that. See? Oh, you getting the ideas now, man.
Trying to tell you, go tell that to wifey right now. Tell wifey to get your girl Cindy involved right now.
You know what it is? Is like that's what I need to do to show how my wife be having me dip, man, as far as like my outfits, because she does all of the styling for my videos and for my photos and for my shows and everything. She goes out, picks the outfits out, or when we go shopping together, she's always the one to have an eye on things. So it'd be cool to show like what I came to the store in, and then boom, and then and then boom, transform Clark Kent to Superman real quick,
There it is. Hell yeah.
Nah, but having fun with it, man. I mean, it's just it's a beautiful thing to dress things up the way we've been able to do now, and with the videos and having the guests, appearances from all the different legends we've been involved with this one. But it really gets back to like the whole thing is like, it's what we do, man. It's like it's what we do. It's what we do. Like, I've been doing this a long time. I know how to put records together, and I just needed somebody to believe in me, and that's the thing. These labels, they don't have that belief system. They don't have it because it's based off of numbers that don't exist yet, and it's like, you can't compare an artist's career in the 90s selling a physical CD and tapes and whatever have you to streaming, and what that, what is it, a 0.008% of a
percentage of a penny.
You know what I mean? And so what am I supposed to do with that? You know what I mean? So it's more like, I'm glad I could sell millions of actual records back in the day so that I could feel what that feels like. Because now, I guess the real feeling of like, oh man, we're on right now is the social media stuff, is the online presence, is the whole reaction that we're getting from people. And that, in terms of like equating to dollars and cents, it's not the
Don't
same.
always match, right? Don't always match.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But nevertheless, for the spirit of what you do, and like in spirit of the fact that I've been around as long as I've been able to be around, it's like it's enough to make me want to continue. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been able to experience so much already. I've already sold so many millions of records. It wouldn't be about comparing anything, because you can't. It's like comparing like an apple to like, a seed of an apple. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It's like, that's literally that's not fair, right? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the whole thing. It's just, I'm just grateful for everything I've been able to see and everything I continue to get to see. Real talk.
Right on. We got a couple more questions, brother. I know you probably got to go, but a few more people want to chime in. David, Mr. David, what's happening, David?
Yeah, peace, Jon B. Congratulations on your new album.
Thank you, man.
We're waiting on you. I got to listen to it earlier and I was vibing out to it. But what
Sure.
song that maybe resonated with me? And I wanted to ask, I learned on this call that you're into your composing and you're into your songwriting, was that song Still Got Love. I liked it. I liked it, bro. That's like an anniversary, like maintaining, persevering relationship. Like what inspired that when you were writing that?
Well, I've been with my wife 18 years now. So, you know, and then my kids, you know, I got a 17-year-old daughter and an 11-year-old daughter. And I mean, you know, I'm just still such a happy man in my life that I feel like I have to have a song on my album that reflects that, you know, that stillness I feel as a man. You know, I still have love for my wife and for my kids and for my fans, you know, that the extended family, all the people that I get to love on when I leave, you know, my home and, you know, my crowd, you know, the folks I'm giving hugs to after the show and the people who come early and stand in line, who meet me going to sound check, I'm giving hugs to. You know, it's just the relationship is building, man. It's only getting stronger. So Still Got Love is kind of like a thank you to everybody. You know, it's a record that just says we still got love, you know, and we still have this thing. So let's continue to cherish it and let's party. Let's party. This our theme song right now. You know what I mean? Hopefully there will be some anniversaries and there will be some weddings and there will be some, you know, quinceañeras and well, all the different things you can have, you know, all the different types of celebrations. I mean, you know, I just feel like when music is happy and it's positive, that's a suffering commodity in this world, man. You know, that's something that's being undervalued right now because we got so much of everything else that we forget the value of the feel good music. And it doesn't really appear to us as important until we really need it. You know what I'm saying? It's not until you really need it that you're like, damn, I need to hear something good right now. You know, I can definitely tell you it makes my heart sing when I can hear that my music has been put to some use. Somebody got something from it. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it was inspiration for the way that the track was arranged or the vocals or whatever it had, whatever inspired you, that just is the greatest compliment and the greatest payback for writing it. It really is. I mean, other than my wife nodding her head and singing along with the record in the car, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I did that, didn't I? That helps.
Thank you so much. It lifted my day. And to piggyback off of Raymond's idea, you might be able to do something on TikTok or social media, like for anniversaries or like you said, quinceañeras. So
you gotta
blessings,
do that.
man. I love your
blessings,
music,
brother.
man.
Thank you. I loved everything you said, man. I appreciate it and I receive it, bro. Thank you.
Brother.
That's how you know you've been in California a long time. You shout out the quinceañeras and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. You already know. You already know. And you know what's so funny is like as I'm getting older, my fans are getting younger. It's a trip. Like I see young fans pulling up to my shows, be like, "What you know about my music? You weren't even born yet," you know. And it's so funny because I welcome it all because my music is like it's PG. It's not at all like inappropriate to play for your kids. I mean, there may be some songs that are a little suggestive and that have some stuff, but compared to what's out right now, I think I'm all right. I think we're gonna be all right. You know what I mean? In terms of
No, I think you have a bedroom mood, but it's without just blatant like we fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing. You won't hear too many cuss words on my records. You won't hear a lot of like. There's no derogatory reference to women in any of my records ever. So never use the B word. Never. You know what I mean? So like that's the whole thing about my music. I feel that is just a standard that I have to kind of keep. And it's also a message to my folks out there that, you know, all shock value ain't good shock value. You know what I mean? Some of it is like, it's just like, it's unnecessary. So I'm not necessarily playing into those energies. I'm just more or less celebrating the ones that we've always celebrated together, you know, which is sensuality and really love making. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. It's really, you know, to differentiate myself from the others. I feel like it's just if my music can make you feel like I'm being honest with you, that's the most important thing. You know?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Want to shout out Calvin Richardson in the building as well. I'm not sure if you two familiar with one another, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So he'll be tapping in with us shortly as well. We got a few more questions. I definitely want to let Goddess ask her question. She's kind of been fangirling in the chat. So Miss Goddess, have at it.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it. I've been fangirling, but you know what I actually want to say? Well, there's so much I want to say. I want to say thank you so much, Jon, for everything. Congratulations. I just, yeah, like it's a lot to say. What I think what I want to pick up on is how you said Brent Faiyaz said that you're his favorite artist, and I want to say that it's interesting. Like, so favorite, there's. What I would say is that when I heard your music in 1995, the first time I ever heard you, it was like, I didn't have words for it, but what I know now is that I call it musical soulmate because you've actually like influenced the way that I create music and that I sing and that I look at life. And like I was 15, you know, so I'm dating, you know, we're all aging ourselves, and congratulations on your birthday milestone too. And so, yeah, like, but so I was thinking back then lyrically, like I was like, whoa, I've never heard lyrics like this. Then I learned that you play at least 5 to 10 instruments and that you produce everything yourself, or, you know, most things yourself, and that you know, composing. And so it was just a masterclass for me, but really more a masterclass in love. So yeah, it's just so much. And we've met over the years, and I know you meet so many people, but
oh, such a blessing to meet you, Goddess.
yes,
Oh,
I think our last
such
time meeting, really chatting, was in London. Because see,
yeah.
You perform internationally too, you know.
Yes, and it's always so beautiful when I get a chance to do that too. Oh wow, those words. Thank you so much. It's so special to have, you know, to know that the music can have this effect on people.
I didn't even know.
That's the gold that gets discovered after years of being buried. You know what I mean? And it's like you turn over this stone that's right on the surface of the walking around, but you just happen to stumble upon it one day and like, oh my God, I found a gold mine here of and that's what you've done for me. You know, it's just you never know when you're gonna get that. And it's like every compliment is you know, is a little different. It really is. And I don't get used to it. It's not something that you get used to hearing. Every person I've had the opportunity to have this exchange with, I just want to say thank you for you know, for giving me the chance to do so and give me the time, because it takes time to listen to this music, and you could have chose anybody, you could have chose anything.
Well,
but
I don't know if I could. That's what I mean about musical soulmate. I don't know if I could have chosen anybody. Like,
wow, that's interesting.
That's what I mean. Like, so actually, so when I like perform or what, you know, so when people say fans, I say, oh, those are my soulmates. I would say,
oh yeah,
soulmate.
We on the same frequency.
Yeah, like oh, okay, we found each other. We were meant to, yeah. So that's like, if I had a question for you, which gosh, I guess, how do you feel right now? How do you actually feel right now to release a full length project after so long? You know, so long.
You know what's a trip? Okay, I'm gonna compare it to like, because I'm gonna go back to everyone remembers being in middle school or being in high school, right? And you know when you like someone in high school, but you haven't let them know, but you literally liked them all year, and you just haven't told them. This feels like the cat's out the bag. Everyone knows I love this person. I'm infatuated with this person. And she knows too as well. And now it's more like, okay, what happens now? Do y'all hook up? Do y'all, you know what I mean? It's more like that kind of energy. That's what I feel right now with the world. It's like, okay, I told you how I feel. Now let's see if you concur. If you get it and you're like, oh, that's sweet, Jon. I thought what you said I really related to, because every listener now is sort of that person. And I get to speak to every listener as, you know, they can put themselves in whatever position they want to put themselves in. But I feel like, you know, after it leaves my lips, it's open for interpretation, you know, and it's a free form for everyone to kind of use the music as they want, you know. So I never know how I'm going to end up affecting people, but I know that's how it feels from my end. It's like, okay, I told you how I feel. Now, hopefully, because you know, and you don't want people to compare it to your old situations, because you're like, damn, I wrote that when I was, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, I was feeling like that day, but I'm still that guy. So you know what I mean? It's like writing a love letter to the world. It really is, and then hoping they get it. So
Super, yeah. Well, thank you, Goddess. And I think that's a good note to wrap up on, Brother John. Thank you again. I might have to pull up on you tomorrow. I think you at the Hollywood Casino or something tomorrow, Hollywood Bar Casino.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little shindig there, man. I'm gonna
yeah, shout
sing
out
some of the
to
new
homegirl
songs.
Cece. Yeah, shout out to
Yeah,
homegirl
big shout
Cece right
to
there too.
CC and K-Day. The love they've shown me is just, you know, it's such a blessing and such a beautiful thing to get in my hometown of LA. And yeah, we want to big her up, CC. Everybody at K-Day. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, man. We're gonna be doing like 30-40 minutes for you, you know, up in
Nice,
there.
nice. And then
Music,
the spring
you know,
tour,
and as well as new music.
The spring tour kicks off when?
Spring, yeah, we're gonna do we start in Illinois and we're going all April 11th. We start in Baltimore.
Okay.
And we'll be coming to House of Blues as well as well out here I believe we'll be in House of Blues Anaheim.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I think you're touching down my way in San Diego, I think around the 19th or something like that as
Yeah,
well.
the 19th. Yeah, San Diego. That's right. Yeah, I don't have it in front of me. So
yeah, for sure.
Website official Jon B. Everybody, you can get all that info at official Jon B on Instagram, Twitter, and all the good stuff. So
where the wifey at? Put the wifey on the camera real quick. Where's she at?
Oh man, wifey, come get on the camera.
Come get on the camera, wifey. I just want to say hi again. You know what I mean? I got to meet the whole family last time. You know what I mean? So that's if she camera presentable. I know how that go.
She's all right.
Oh, there we go.
Good to see
All
you.
right.
How are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you
Good
again,
to
love.
see you.
Like I said, I just wanted to show some love. You know what I mean? Definitely looking forward to you guys coming out our way again. So you guys just keep up the great work. Keep up the great work. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much.
Salute to you, King. Thank you so much for having us, man, and once again for you know just allowing me to shed some light on the new project and everything, and just hey, man, the consistency is there, brother. We got some years now, man. I appreciate just keeping the love, the energy alive, man. Help me with this one, man. I appreciate it.
No doubt. Appreciate you, John. Thank you
All right,
much.
my guy.
Yep.
Take
Calvin,
care, man.
thank you for your patience, Calvin. I appreciate you, brother. We're gonna play one song and then we're gonna come to you next, man. So again, we got legends in the building. Being stepping into another R&B legend right here. You know what I mean? That was Alex Isley. Amazing. So that's a stripped down version. She actually released that song Hands earlier in the year, with a little bit more bounce to it, but just in vocals is nasty work right there. Nasty work. So what you think about that one, Calvin? You on mute, brother. You on mute.
Bam, there we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Nah, man, I love it. That was a beautiful, beautiful joint, man. Vocals is something serious.
Something serious.
Yes.
Who does that even bring to mind for you? Because I know you've been around in this a long time. You know what I mean?
Man, I mean, so many, man. I mean, there's well, I ain't gonna say so many, man, because there's few that that is as silky as that, man. But you know what I'm saying? Who was that, man? She got her own thing.
That is Alex Isley. So she's actually what would we say? See, she's the niece to the Isleys.
Yeah, shout out to the niece to Ernie and Ronald.
No, she's Ernie's daughter.
What?
Oh, that's Ernie's daughter. I didn't know that. Okay.
That's Ernie's daughter, and that's Ronald's niece.
Wow. She's got a beautiful voice. Something serious. I ain't know nothing about her. I gotta look a little deeper.
Yeah, gotta look a little deeper, man. You know what I mean? We gotta get a little feature going. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking. How y'all doing, fellas?
Everybody's good, man. Everybody's good, man. First of all, thank you for joining, man. You know, you've had the streets on fire with the new single. It's been lit, man. How's the energy been?
Oh man, it's been crazy. It's been unbelievable, man. You know what I mean? Like you know, the response is, you know, it's been very well received, man. Everything is pointing in one direction, you know, and that's, you know, that's rare, you know, to get that type of energy all in one way. You know, sometimes you have people divided, you know, people feeling one way or the other, but you know, everybody seems to have the same consensus right now.
Yeah. I love it, man. I love it. 9 albums, man. How many years since you first got into business?
My first album came out in '99. Put it like that. So you know, here I am. I'm still here. It's 2025. But I got into business in '96. You know, I first started recording in '96. You know, I did a song on the New Jersey Drive soundtrack, and so, but
Right.
yeah.
Now, and that's like part of it is like you have this rich history. Some of it is still unknown.
It is.
Know? And shout out to the DJs and everybody that's here because it's a history even going back to North Carolina. You know, people talk about the story of Jodeci, talk about the story of even your gospel chops and everything. Just a little brief history on you. What is the Calvin Richardson brief story in music?
Yeah, man. You know, I grew up, you know, with Casey and JoJo. You know, we went to high school together. You know, we was from the same area, but they had moved away and went to Kaelyn, Baltimore. Came back from Baltimore to the Carolinas and to before I graduated high school. And then I joined their gospel group. You know, and I started singing. I was a background singer with them. You know, and Lil Cedric and the Haley Singers. And then you know they left. We finished that part of our history up right after we graduated high school, and you know, they wanted to go on to New York and to, you know, audition, you know, and I had married their first cousin, man, so I missed out on that opportunity. She wasn't trying to have it. I couldn't go, you know what I mean? I didn't go, I put it like that. And, you know, I missed out on that opportunity to possibly have been, you know, that other member in Jodeci. But, you know, hey, man, a few years after that, I came up, like I said, in '96 and got a record deal. And with Tommy Boy Records, I was in a group, and the group situation, we put a song out on the New Jersey Drive soundtrack. And the group, after that, they wanted to make it a solo deal for me. And I left there, and Heavy D signed me. And, you know, that's where my solo career started. First record didn't come out, you know, until, you know, '99. But it's been onward from there, man. You know, I've worked with Angie Stone, Raphael Sadiq, Babyface. I mean, everybody written for Charlie Wilson, did songs with so many people, man. And so I'm still here, man, making music.
The Bobby Womack project, that's like one of my favorites. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? It's just soul to soul from beginning to end. So shout out to you for that. And now you're rocking CRE Entertainment, your own gig, your own thing. How's it feel to be, you know, the boss, the owner, 2025?
It's like moving away from home, man, and getting out on your own. You know what I mean? Getting your first place, starting to do your own thing, paying for your own crib, you know, buying your own cars, and, you know, staying out like you want to stay out, doing like you want to. And I love it, man. You know, being independent, man, it's a beautiful thing. I think I came, you know, really into my own, being independent, man. And so I'm loving the journey. I appreciate everything that, you know, got me to that point, you know, where I could do my own thing. But, you know, I really love the position that I'm in with CRE Enterprises.
Yeah, no doubt about it. New album, it's here. Everybody, like I said, got the buzz in the streets. 5 years later. Why,
Yes, sir.
Why that title?
It took that long for me to basically put the project out. And, you know, it was perfectly fitting, timing wise, when we got done with the album, got ready to put it out. And I was thinking of a title, and it was actually, you know, 5 years, almost exact to the date that I put the last project had came out. And, you know, I used to remember when I used to be in school, you know, I had one of my favorite teachers, Mr. Emerson. He used to always ask his class, like, 5 years from now, you always should think about where you want to be, not where you're gonna be, where you want to be. And so, that always stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? To set goals and try to reach those goals and exceed those goals. Once you reach that goal, set another goal, but give yourself 5-year increments. And so, it represented a lot for me. It represented growth. A lot of things that I went through represented, trial and error, downfall. You know what I'm saying? Successes, failures. All of that stuff. You get to live all of those things out.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Got a chance to live with the project. It's really dope. I want to play a couple of joints from it. And just get everybody familiar, man. If they haven't heard it, they're gonna hear it today. So let's start off with this record. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Let's just let it play, and then we're gonna come back. We got the one and only Kaelyn Richardson in the building, holding it down. North Carolina's very own. I seen Brittany in the house. She's holding her hand up. You know what I mean? Shout out to Riley in the building. And yeah, let's check this joint out right here. Ready for the weekend. Shout out to my man Kaelyn Richardson in the building. Shout out to the chat. Chicago stepping, roller skating, grown and sexy, cha-cha-cha, all these positive things going on, man. Shout out to R&B, man. Word up, man. We in a good space. What are you feeling about like today's R&B? That was my question to you. Like, first of all, the I would say resurgence of Southern soul. And that whole energy. I feel like you were sort of there before it's like what it is now.
Right.
So what's your thoughts on today's Southern soul explosion?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's been like an undercurrent for such a long time, man. It's been, and these cats been coming up, listening to it and growing up on it, man. Their parents been playing it for them, and it's, a lot of these aspiring artists, and now they come in and it's here, I feel good about it, man. I feel real good about it. And, there's a lot of people gravitating to it now, like it's the new thing. And, but fact of the matter is it's been here for a little while,
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I said, I feel like you were like the pioneer in that. And at least for the rest of the country, because, I know in the South it's been moving and grooving.
Right.
But now it's become like a nationwide, even international thing. You were like the first, to really get in and show people what's going on culturally from the South, at least in that time. So shout out to you for that, man. Word up. So again, a lot of years in the business, from major labels to now independent. I know you've seen a lot. In all ways, listening to your music, you sort of write your life through it, which is a beautiful thing. Were there any times you hit a rough patch in your career, and what did you do to get through it, to just keep going?
Hey, man, I leaned on the music, man. I didn't never let up, man. There was a lot of rough patches, but again, you have rough patches when you have ideas of how you think things should go. When you start out, you have an idea of how you want it to end up as far as a project. And when it falls short of that, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen too many people, tuck their tails, man, and they couldn't find their way to get to the next project or, to even want to do it. But, I have a love for music, man. I have a love for telling stories. I have a love for, I don't know. I think I have a calling to just tell my story, man, and get what's in me out of me, because there's so many different people out there that goes through the same things that we do, man, and we're connecting in that way, man. And I think it's healing for a lot of people. It's therapy, man. So I feel like a doctor, a therapist in some ways, what I'm saying? A counselor that's not necessarily a counselor, but people find counseling in the music. They find healing, they find peace, they find love. So I feel like I have always had that responsibility, man, that I never really wanted to just stop doing it, so I just keep on doing what I'm doing, and I stopped chasing things a long time ago, man. It's just put the music out,
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So the current single, "Cause I Love You,"
yeah,
I said just hits exploding everywhere. Shout out to y'all for actually sending it out to DJs as well. I thought that was a big dope thing about it. Where did the inspiration to make the song come from?
Well, I've been friends with Lenny Williams for such a long time, and I met him, Lenny, on the Southern Soul blues circuit, and years ago, and I was always obviously a fan of that record, and I became a fan of Lenny's just because he's a great man, and just watching him perform and talking to him and his stories and learning from him. And when we got ready to do this particular project, DeMonte Posey, he was the executive producer. I brought him on to do the music for me, and he came to me one day and he had that track, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I did this track. I was gonna give it to Lenny. I wanted him to, see if he'd redo 'Cause I Love You." And I'm like, "Yo, man." He was like, "But we couldn't, he didn't want to move on." I said, "I'll call Lenny and I'll see if Lenny, if he's not gonna do it, I'll take the track and get Lenny on the track with me." But once I talked to Lenny and we had a long conversation, he said he just didn't feel like he could bring nothing else to the track, to the song. Lenny said, he's in his golden years, you know what I mean? He was like, "Man, I just don't feel like there's anything I could bring to the record." I'm like, "Man." So, from that, I was still inspired because he was like, "Yeah, I'd love for you to do it. I'd love to hear what you do with it." So I said, "Okay, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go back and remake the song, but I'm gonna keep the essence of the song. The track is the track. It was for that particular song. So I want to keep the hook and I want to approach it the same way and just write new lyrics." And that's what I did, man. And, it came out. That's what you got. That's what you guys are hearing right now, And I think I stayed close enough to it that people, that know the original can really appreciate it. I think, stay close enough to it. It was a hit record before. And so, the people that had never heard the original before, like they can still identify with the hit record. To me, something that'll hit them, something that'll touch them,
Yeah, no doubt. Well, with that being said, let's get into that. Gotta play it. Shout out to everybody in the building. Check this joint out. It's Kaelyn Richardson. Can't front on it. It's called 'Cause I Love You. Live. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. Shout out to everybody in the building. Said a legend, man. Doing your thing. Energy is just unmatched. Shout out to the chat. A lot. Mr. Sterling asked, "Is there a video coming?"
There is a video coming. It's in the works right now.
Okay, Sterling, you got that answer. Yeah, I had a couple more questions. I definitely do. You've seen a lot, worked with a lot, wrote a lot of records, collaborated with a lot of people. What does Kaelyn Richardson's supergroup look like?
It's a super group. I think that I would maybe KC that's just my guy, right? KC, myself, maybe Tank. I love Cisco. That's my guy. And Q Parker, from 112.
Yeah. Why Q Parker? That was like a curveball, real quick.
Q Parker?
I mean, nice. Don't get me wrong. Parker. I see somebody in the chat said Anthony Hamilton. I guess because he's fellow North Carolinian. But I want to know why Q Parker.
Okay, well, it could be a 5-member group, right? Anthony, but Q, man, I think Q is a vocal assassin. He's a beast, man. That's my guy too, man. That's one of, me and him is real cool, and very talented brother, man. So so I always keep him in the forefront of my mind, when it comes to singing things, you know what I'm saying? KC is one cat that nobody will ever be able to erase and never be able to forget what he brought to the game. And one of my closest friends, and yeah, man, but Anthony, definitely. So there you have it.
Yeah, no, that's dope stuff. Dope stuff. Again, shout out to the chat. Everybody's talking up in here. Somebody said that's a really cool R&B mix and whatnot. And then as far as today's R&B artists and stuff, anybody inspiring you out there? Any of the young cats, male, female, anybody out there that's you sort of like, dig what they're doing or feeling what's going on with their music?
You know what, man? There's a lot of good artists out there. I think, I think Chris is probably one of the most progressive cats out there. Chris Brown, he's a young cat. Chris killing the game. Like not in a bad way. He just, the way that he's running and doing his thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I think, I'm for the evolution of music, man. I understand, like, it evolves, and these new people come up and they have, different ideas and different ways of approaching music, man. And so it's like technology to me, man. Like, without evolution, man, we'll be stuck in the past. But I'm just one that I can't let go of that soul that needs to be in the music, that substance that needs to be there. Not saying that what they're coming with don't have it, but it's a feeling, you know what I mean? Because when it come down to love and making love and stuff, man, like, a lot of that stuff is it's not necessarily just a physical act, you know what I'm saying? It's the emotional act, the feelings, you know what I'm saying? The things, those other things that's tied to it. And so, that one thing leads to the other. So if you take any one of those things out for me, like, you lose what love really is about,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I want to play one more from the album, but I want you to pick, which record you want to share with the community, with the crew, and we'll go with that.
Let's do Sunday.
All right, let's do it. Song's called Sunday Is Her Name.
Sunday Is Her Name.
Let's get into it. Anything you want to say about it before we play it?
I mean, it's just a mellow vibe. It's a different, it's different different angle from the way that I normally write and do songs, and it's a mellow groove, man. I want everybody to just kind of check it out. See, there's another side of Calvin Richardson besides just being real gritty.
Yes, sir. All right, you heard it from the man himself. Sunday Is Her Name. Check it out. Work on the notes, man. I swear, I'm like, yo, who playing synth on this shit? Like, this joint got mad vibes on it. Like, this joint is going everywhere. You know, who produced it? Calvin, who produced that?
DeMonte Posey, man. He did most of Eric Benet's early albums, you know what I mean? And so that's my guy.
There's a lot going on. Flavor. Shout out to DeMonte. I'm gonna pass the mic to Miss Brittany Cherry. Go ahead. Do your thing, Brittany.
Hi, Calvin. How are you?
How are you, Brittany?
I'm good. Thank you. And thank you for making grown men music, because you need to let these young bucks know they don't know how to treat women these days. And look, everybody in the chat, listen, I know it's a call full of guys, and I'm one of very few women on the call, so I'm going to stand up for us. I love the music is geared towards how to treat a woman right, how to appreciate your woman, how to come home at night. Hello. Don't smile, CL. How to come home at night to your woman, treat her right.
Right.
So I want to appreciate you for that. And then shout out for North Carolina. I'm from Charlotte.
Charlotte in the house. That's what's up.
Charlotte is in the house. Yes. So I do want to just ask you a question. And I don't know how you feel about this, but as you know, R&B soul in the South is making this resurgence where it's now incorporated into a lot of line dancing. Like artists like 803 Fresh from South Carolina has gone viral with like millions of people doing line dancing to his song. So would you ever consider crafting a song specifically for line dancers?
Yeah, definitely, I definitely would, because I definitely, I'm into that. I love that. I love that energy. But it's you know what I'm saying? I kind of stay on that on that love line side, you know what I'm saying, trying to send a different message, you know what I mean? Like it's all good to feel good and dance, and you know what I'm saying, everybody moving and grooving and all that good stuff, but you know what I'm saying, there's a different message. I think I'm tapped into, you know, something a little different.
Okay, fair enough. There are line dances that are love songs. I do want you to know that.
Opposed to it, like I said, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm gonna see you out on the floor line dancing next to me, singing your classics. So I love the new songs. Keep doing your thing. And when you go on tour, do you normally go by yourself, or do you normally do like a group tour with other R&B artists?
Yeah, I've been doing group tours, but you know, we're looking at doing, you know, the CRE experience tour this year. So that'll be a first for me. So, you know, I'm looking forward to that.
All right, excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like the CRE experience, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Getting out here in the smaller venues, you know what I mean? Band, rocking, you know, that's what I'm talking about. That's fans. That's how you make fans.
Right.
Shout out to Israel, man. What's happening? You on mute.
Yeah, man. I just want to say, like earlier, the first songs we was listening to, I was like, that music sound lazy. Remember I said that? That's it. And that was just the opposite. Music had layers and texture to it and harmonies and all these things. And the second one, to be honest, like the second one come on, I'm like, man, I like the first one better. But by the middle of the song, so much had been layered on, so much more was coming at you. It was like a hype to the middle to get to, as the song got up, it got me more hyped. And I was like, and then different harmonies and different riffs and things like that. So, you know, thank you for putting work into your music like that, because it takes time. And I think that that's the thing that music is missing now, you know, is the patience to create. It's Kanye's greatest hits. He took like 3 years to make.
That's right.
And that patience to make a great song. But good work, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Much respect. I appreciate you, brother.
Dope. So, what's Calvin Richardson doing when he's not making music? Are you into sports, race car driving, boxing, basketball, football?
I love basketball, football, basketball right now. And but you know, man, I stay close to the music, man. I'm in my studio right now. So, you know, we in the studio every day, you know, so, you know, there's something in the pipeline, man, you know, just staying connected to the universe with the music, man, and never want to really disconnect, you know, but that's who I am. So I try to stay as close to it as possible, man. Obviously, you know, I have a family too. So, you know what I'm saying? I have to go to my son's baseball game. Matter of fact, he got a baseball game going on right now. So, you know, I'm have to had to beg his forgiveness that I can't make it. But he's only 12, but he want me out at all his games. So, you know, it is what it is.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. What would happen to the state of both states of Carolina if and when the Panthers win a Super Bowl?
You say what would happen to it?
What would happen to both Carolinas if and when the Panthers win a Super Bowl?
Man, we'll probably there's probably be a nonstop party for probably like a year until Super Bowl time again to get to, you know, I don't know, but I mean, because it's never happened, and you know, we came close, you know, when yeah, man, I think it would be a big boost for the Carolinas, but you know, hey, we still ride with the Panthers, man, regardless, you know.
That's right. That's right. You're supposed to, man. You're supposed to, man.
You know?
Huh?
I said you got to stay down with them till we get all the way up. That's what it is.
That's right. That's right. That's right, man. Shout out to the Panthers and whatnot. Just messing with you a little bit, but you know, it really is about the music. The new project is out. Shout out to my man Ken Wilson, who been sending these records out. Album's called 5 Years Later. If you have not checked it out, check it out. One of the good things, you know, there are records on there that naturally appease the DJs as well. one thing I do think would be dope is some like remixes. Are you planning on doing any of those?
Yep. We got some stuff that we think will be good for a remix. Matter of fact, the one that's out right now, Ken definitely, we was talking about doing a remix for that. And, there's a couple other songs we'll do remixes on. And, just see if we can make that a thing again,
Yeah, man, it's definitely an art. And like Brittany was just mentioning, I mean, you can take records that you got now and flip them so they can, be line dance to and everything. So the creativity is there. I mean, you're in the studio all the time. I'm sure y'all can experiment and get that. And, whatever we got to do to help you, we are here. A lot of talented people on this call and beyond. So, we're here with you, man. Any last things or any parting words you want to say before we let you do your thing, man?
Man, listen, I just appreciate the opportunity, just to be able to get on here and talk to you guys and get the feedback, and see how, everybody is feeling about, the project and, what they're hearing and, just giving my record an opportunity because, without you guys, I know that, I don't move that much, you know what I mean? But I continue to work, but I appreciate the support. It really means a lot to me. And, like you said, we're in the studio, and so we're gonna get back in on a few other songs from this album, just to give it appeal to different people. You know what I mean? Because you can't get everybody one way. You know what I mean? You got to go at them different ways. You got to present it to them different ways. And so again, I appreciate the opportunity that you guys presenting me. To be on here, to having this opportunity to have the conversation. Chop it up back and forth.
Yeah, no, man. We're honored to have you, man. Your legacy speaks for itself. Shout out to everything you've done, you continue to do.
Thank you.
Like I said, man, these things, it just brings everybody closer, man. Because I dig your story and what you've done in music so far. I mean, it's been a career, and I just hoping that we can help spread it that much more, so people just continue to join into what you've done, man. So shout out to you and what you've done, man. So thank you again.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. All right.
And yeah, man, that's Kaelyn Richardson, legend. We'll play a song, we'll come back and get back into the mix. And New Music Wednesdays, man. Been dope with the R&B. Shout out to the R&B. Everybody killing it today. Check this joint out.
With the shitty board, I swear he snuck me on the low. He be on the road, used to ask me, fuck him on the phone. Then I would if I was free, so I tell him I was busy or asleep. Meanwhile, another head below his sheets, but I'm slow to speak, so I play it how it's supposed to be. Way I see it, either way, he never find it so petite. I'm talking whole physique, really that ankle and feet. Pretty when I said I put that work in, it wasn't to keep busy. Dizzy, yo, friends sticking round to meet Drizzy. Seems silly, team is me and two ghosts, that's 3 Billy. Homecoming now, niggas couldn't stomach shit. Don't be holding nothing down, he run with it and fuck with it, they fumble it. So lately I hardly be on some humble shit. These niggas not fucking with me, that's on a humble tip. I don't fuck with you niggas. Think I done had enough of you, it ain't no fucking trust in you niggas. Don't even want you round, goddamn these niggas clowns. I don't fuck with you niggas. Think I done had enough of you, it ain't no fucking trust in you niggas. And I don't even want you round. Goddamn these niggas clowns. Bozo, oh no, homie begging for photos. This cup of tea be solo, all this fucking money dolo. Got that nigga in the morning, grocery shopping in kimonos, buying bacon. He picturing me naked, thinking about a way to taste it, dinner plated like the journal. Take it easy like, who would've thought a rapper be the needy type? You tease me like, I give a fuck about what you need tonight. He wonder why I go some baby, you know I'm the Stevie type. You pressing me for what? All these questions, who I'm texting, is you selling me for lunch? I race hell and lead a brunch out with my bitches and his phone on silent. Tell him choose wise, cause if not I choose violence. Move so quiet, I maneuver like Heimlich. I'm telling him he lost me, he trying to come find it. I hate that pillow talk, I'm not the one to confide in. Kick him out the presidential suite, Joe Biden. I don't fuck with you niggas. Think I done had enough of you, it ain't no fucking trust in you niggas. Don't even want you round, goddamn these niggas clowns. I don't fuck with you niggas. Think I done had enough of you, it ain't no fucking trust in you niggas.
Culture is back all over America. Brittany got a fan. I went to a party like 2-3 weeks ago, and one of my friends, man, he brought a fan with him. I'm like, yo, to be honest with you, I didn't think the fan was his because I'm like, yo, no disrespect, but men don't bring fans nowhere. That's not what we do. That's not what we do. We're not bringing no fan anywhere. It's just not what we doing. And he had his fan with him, and we was all eating, we was chilling, and then this song came on, and he disappeared from the table, and he was dancing and snapping the fan, and I said, yo, I don't know what's going on, but then I realized it was like 100 people with fans. And
let me explain something about line dance culture in the South, okay? Now listen, I thought it was for the aunties, right? I was like, I'm too young to be out here line dancing with a fan. Then when I went to a trail ride, right, which is like essentially an outdoor party, they got bonfire, food trucks, DJs, everybody's dressed in Western gear, and it's like all ages and everybody's having a good time. Now, Calvin is missing out on an opportunity because he could introduce his music to like millions. I'm talking about millions of new listeners, because this 803 Fresh artist out of South Carolina, nobody ever heard of him. Like, maybe regionally, but like outside of maybe South Carolina, not many people heard of him. So boots on the ground, he did an interview on Good Morning America. He got millions of new listeners from all types of demographics. White, Black, Hispanic, Asian, everybody is now doing his line dance to his song. So what that does is that makes someone curious about what other music this artist may have. But anyway, I'm part of a line dancing group now, y'all, the Blue Steppers. So I got a fan, I got cowgirl boots. I'm a Southern belle, y'all. This is what we do.
Now, are people battling?
I'm not an auntie, Quantum. Don't do me. Don't do me. I'm not an auntie.
That's nasty work.
That's nasty.
Wait, is it a battle though? Are line dance? Are you part of a crew where you're battling other people for supremacy, or is this just like we together? We gonna go hard and you go hard. We go hard
together.
We're
the best line dancing crew. We got t-shirts, matching outfits. We got a DJ that's part of the crew. She's a female DJ. She's part of the crew.
So y'all battling for supremacy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. What do you mean, CL? What do you mean? If I'm gonna get out there and do all these turns and two steps and
so there is a battle for supremacy.
I'm gonna be the best one.
CL, I just sent you the remix. Did you get it?
Yes, I did. Should we run it? Wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna run it right after Big Red and Head Rush say their piece on this real quick, and then we can run it.
Hey, just real quick. Like Brittany said, it's a big thing in the South. Maybe go to the trail ride. See, if you ain't been to a trail ride in the South, man, come on down, get on trail ride, get your cowboy boots. You don't need a fan. Don't need a fan. You ain't have to wear a cowboy hat. All you gotta do is get your Bass Pro cap. You know what I'm saying? Keep your hip hop hat on. You know what I'm saying? And come and enjoy the culture of line dancing and trail riding. But like I said, this song right there, man, is so big. It's so powerful right now. It got all the aunties and grandmamas and meemaws and GGs.
Wait. Junior, no. Everybody ain't an auntie that's doing it now. We got some hot young things doing it too.
Oh yeah, you got everybody. I'm saying you got everybody.
All right.
Everybody, hot, red, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that looking good. They out there wearing they jeans. If they ain't got none, they got on something tight. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, everybody looking good doing it. I'm loving it. I'm playing it at my spot. And I love to see everybody get together and come together and pop them damn fans. I never knew them damn fans. I had to Google what is the number one thing being bought right now as far as fans, and it is trending. Fans
I'm telling you, yo, The fan business is on fire. If you making fans, you got a good 6 months.
Buy something and go in front of the club, you're gonna sell out.
Wow. Shout out to Big Red for that. Head Rush, what's your thoughts on this, Head Rush? What's going on in Indianapolis, Chicago? Is boots on the ground? Is people snapping fans? What's happening? Are you on super mute?
This will definitely go up here in the Midwest. And the crazy thing is line dancing never stopped up here, bro. It seemed like I feel like it picked back up when Vic made the Wobble. When dude made Wobble back in like early 2010-ish area, VIC is his name. When he made Wobble, everybody was doing line dancing. And then looked up, you got the Biker Shuffle made for the bikers. That's a line dance song, you know what I'm saying? And then you still take it back to the oldies, the Electric Slide and Cupid Shuffle. Don't forget Cupid Shuffle was out of Chicago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of line dance songs that she's right. Yeah, they both right. It kind of go under the rug, but it really depends on who you're dealing with. Up in this area, you don't need no damn cowboy boots. We out there in J's, jeans, and baseball caps, getting to it. We get busy, like for real. And then they actually got a cat around here that teaches people how to do like the boot scoop boogie style line dancing with the cowboy boots. He come in, he got the cowboy hat on, the vest and stuff. He teach you how to do the kick step and all of that shit. So it's a variety. It'll definitely go. Line dancing ain't never died around these parts. We just do it in Jordans and jeans versus cowboy boots and that.
We've done it. We've done it. They've done it all. I mean, shoot, what you call is line dancing, electric slide. You have this has been going on for a long time, but it's this. I don't know if it's been this mainstream, or I shouldn't say that. Maybe this resurgence of it has been through the roof. Like it's crazy. I haven't seen like this in a long time. I mean, line dance is not new, but people coming with fans, snapping fans. This is the roof.
The fans is new. The fans is new to me. I ain't gonna lie.
People battling. They battle for supremacy, man. I've never seen nothing like this. Who battles?
Oh yeah, they got the senior citizens out here today. Hey man, the senior citizens out here got dance groups that do line dances for supremacy, as you like to say. So
wait a minute, y'all gonna chill? Man. Y'all gonna chill on the old, the auntie, the senior citizen?
I'm not playing with you. I do a gig
it's for
this
everybody.
Church. It's a sneaker
it's
ball.
for everybody.
No,
Rush.
Look,
it's for everybody.
I know it's for everybody. But the old folks told the kids to get off the dance floor when they was doing their line dance. And I'm like, wait a minute, they done kicked the kids off the dance floor, but the kids know how to do the same dances they doing. So I'm like, wait a minute.
I do want to share 2 seconds of what it looks like, and then we can play the remix. Shout out to Gracie Grace for that. But this is just a little bit of what it looks like, right? So I mean, this is not an actual party, but this is people line dancing. Not necessarily for supremacy, but they just line dance. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Yes, I just want y'all to see a little bit of that, and then this is more of what and this is what you call looks like the trail.
Know the young folks doing it. See, there's plenty of videos of the 20s and the 30s doing it. Like, don't do us like that.
I ain't got that much. I ain't got that much flick in my wrist for that. No.
Yeah, nah. It ain't. Just a little bit of the flavor. That's it. Ron Law, and then we're gonna play this remix. Ron, what's your thoughts on everything?
Well, CL, I'm out here in Florida, and let me tell you something, my Lord. When I tell you it's going down here, I swear I thought I walked up on a episode or the second part of You Got Served. I say, man, I don't know if you remember that movie, but it goes down here in Florida, boy. That's all I wanted, man. I just wanted you to
My boy said you got served.
This is
you
crazy.
Got served, man. You got served, man. I'm telling you.
Yo, he said, my Lord.
So let me ask you, C Styles, Ron, cats that's in the South. I mean, this is becoming all over. By the way, New York, they doing this, man. So I feel like this is all over the country. The code's already been cracked, but down there, is it going down with the not just this song, but the line dance phenom with the trail and all of that? Is that all of that happening?
All that shit,
Everything.
Everything. You're right.
Listen,
You gotta
these
Cowgirls. You gotta put the song Cowgirl by
listen.
Antonio.
Yo, listen,
That go
now,
hard too.
them motherfuckers will do the electric slide till Before I Let Go. And I'm talking about Frankie Beverly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Oh, they
Cameo
definitely doing it
too.
on
He
that.
ain't lying. He ain't lying. Hey,
Yeah.
we did it. Yeah, we did it to Cameo at my boy's wedding in September.
Yeah, they do it to Cameo.
Yeah,
Cameo.
Before I Let Go.
I blame Tyler Perry for that though.
Right.
Raymond's right
I
though.
blame Tyler Perry.
I'll tell you this perfect
Come on.
time. Raymond is right. The
I've seen
weather
them do it
is
to Square
changing.
Biz. I've seen them do it to Square Biz.
Yeah.
I've seen them do it to
Everything, man. We can electric
Beyonce
slide to
version of
everything.
Before I Let Go. They'll do it to that one.
yeah, but we talking
Well,
about back in the day.
but we black, man. I mean, that's what we do.
Yeah, sometimes the Beyonce, yup.
That's what we do. We can
I
electric
just
slide
feel
to
like
goddamn
I
anything.
hear a lot of
Just
DJs.
hold on. I just gotta say something. Black people may have started it, but it is already gone to every other culture. It's
It has.
already, I mean, instantly it has gone across color lines, which is incredible. It's beyond impactful.
Man,
People-
you see them out. You see them.
people having fun.
You
Boots on
see
the
them.
ground, white suit.
You see the white folks. They be hit you with the video. Hey, is Connor invited to the cookout? And then they do the St. Louis, not St. Louis, but the jig, the dance they do down in Louisiana. Nah, down there with Boosie and them from New Orleans. It's like a New Orleans dance, like when they just like a footwork joint. But then
New Orleans white people aren't regular white people.
Man, they
got
are
a little
definitely
bit.
not.
They got a little bit of
Nah, it's
seasoning.
different.
Yeah, they got a whole lot of seasoning, a whole bottle of Cajun.
They cook with seasoning. You know, they let you know they different.
California, Texas, the South. I mean, like I said, I'm seeing videos and I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Can I just say, like, I'm hearing DJs always complain about like how it's dead. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't want to dance or get on the floor anymore as much. All you gotta do is drop a line dance song and people are going to dance to it. They're going to dance.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
And that's what I'm saying. Like right now is an opportunity for these artists, if they are a soul R&B artist, to get on board, because I guarantee there's a new line dance coming out every 5 minutes. Like I know like 30 line dances and I don't even know them all. Like it's a million.
Oh, don't forget Tamia's song.
Tamia's song.
They got a line dance for that.
Hold on.
It was not a new song. It was
got
not a
that
new
song
song.
old as hell.
They got
That
a
song
line
like
dance for
15 years
Jerusalem
old,
too.
ain't it?
They got a line dance for Jerusalem, yeah.
They got Freak It, you know. Dun, 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 dun,
Freak
dun,
It.
dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun. They got that one. They got
Freak
one
It,
to
yeah.
Kaya's K Wang with it.
Crazy, man. I'm watching it. It is crazy.
Don't forget
let's play this
what's
remix.
that one joint?
Let's play this remix real quick, and then I want to come back. I do have one more music question, and it is about Drake. I have one last question, and it's about
Drake.
Why would you kill the vibe?
I've been gone for a couple weeks, and this is what you want me to come back into.
Why would you kill the vibes, yo?
Play this song, 'cause I'm confused. I'm so confused. We gotta figure this out. Check this joint out. Let me know what y'all think.
The biggest rapper.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Hey. Like I said, a lot of things are going on crazy culturally. All right.
Hey, is that on the site?
You know what's funny? We don't even have it on the site. I got to get on the job. I only have that remix version.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I want to try to run that Friday night. I got the people I did that gig for.
Head rush.
Yo,
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna have to run that shit back like maybe for like 10, 15 minutes. I'm just giving you a heads up. I'm not joking. They're gonna demand you play that song over and over and over again.
Well, I hope so, because I'm gonna record it too, because I really want to see what this is gonna do, because I've never heard the song until today, and I ain't gonna lie, I want to be yelling where them fans at. I ain't gonna have one, but I'm definitely gonna be yelling that shit.
Make sure you
Where them
send
fans at?
You gotta bring the
Yeah,
fans. You gotta bring the fans if you're gonna play the song.
That's a
man,
good point.
I'll
Gracie
do it.
Grace.
Put your
don't
logo
do
on
it,
some fans.
twins.
Well, look,
Put your
I'll
logo
bring
on
the
some
fans,
fans.
but I'm selling them $5 a piece.
There you
I'm
go.
trying to tell you,
I got
take
two
them
questions.
fans
That's the
Gracie,
play.
and
That's the
have them
play
for
right there.
sale.
wait a minute, Grace, do you have the other versions of it as well? I know you gave us the remix. Does anybody have the original?
I don't have the original. I don't have the original because PB Occlusive just sent that to me this morning, actually.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we got an exclusive. That's dope. Does anybody have the original? Old school, I know you got it. Old school DJ, I know you got it. This is crazy. This song blowing up and this shit ain't even what's happening?
I want the original. I want the original, the instrumental. Man, you can run that for man. Just imagine how you can run that song, man.
I can send it to you, CL. You know, Vertigo, we got a Southern Soul section, and I can send it to you.
Please send it to us. If you got the instrumental too, send it to me
Okay.
to my
Big
email.
Red holding out. Big Red holding out.
Big Red definitely holding out.
We be on it down there, man. It's down here in Texas, man. And with Vertigo, you know, Big Daddy, you know, he Louisiana from New Orleans. And
Yeah, they get
he
that
did
up
a
in
lot of
North
that stuff.
Texas first. They get that up in North Texas, up in the Tyler area. That's where all that stuff be at.
All the East Texas, yeah.
Got it.
That's where my family in Tyler.
Well, we only
Big
got
Red, I
one
gotta
little.
come to a trail ride in Texas.
We got one little slither of Texas here in Napa, and it's called the 8-Second Saloon, also known as the bar that Jamal Tinsley got into a bar fight in.
Oh,
The
I heard
faces
about
in there,
that.
though.
And he ended up carrying guns out there.
Yeah, so that was the bar. The 8-Second Saloon is the bar that Jamal Tinsley, Steven Jackson, and them got, Jermaine O'Neal, all them got into a fight in that bar.
Lost
But
his career
that's
almost over
slither
that.
of Texas. Yeah, almost there. Lost his career over that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got a little slither of Texas out here, man. They. So I feel like that's gonna be, like you said, see, another multicultural hit, because these folks out here, the other folks, they take their line dancing serious, and they will come at you with them boots on, like pointy toes with the little silver tips, like latest alligator, snake, or whatever they got on them, man. But they'll definitely eat that up, man. So yeah, I want to see what that's gonna do Friday night, man, for real.
Well, we're gonna put this joint up. I'll get it. I'll send it out to everybody. We'll put it on the site too, just to make sure everybody's good with that. All right, my last question. I'll let everybody go. Is this Drake Nokia song going crazy as it is here in New York for y'all in other cities?
They
It's
bumping it
getting
in
the
Dallas
radio
though.
love. It's getting the radio love. You know what I mean? I'm not seeing DJs actually playing it, but it's definitely getting some spins.
And this is why I'm questioning it. So, well, the other night, Flex played it and really blew it up, but he went beyond and said it was the hottest record in New York City right now. And then I heard DJ Sus One play it and say the same thing. And I'm like, yo, is this some, like, you know what I mean? Is Cass getting taken care of? Like, what's going on? Or is this really happening? Okay, Gracie Grace said I played it, and it's crazy. And Quantum said the silence was deafening. Yo, man, wow.
Man, I gotta hear this song.
Listen, I'm not advocating for it. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just asking because
I'm gonna have to give it a fair listen. Tell you the truth.
is this a
Play the song,
manipulation
CL.
play?
Play the song, CL. I don't even know what song you're talking about.
Oh my God. I'm wondering, is it a manipulation play? Is it real or is it manipulation? That's what I was trying to figure out.
I mean, it's the real. Yeah, it's me. It's a real song. Like I said, it's been on the radio when I drop my kids off. You know, that's the only time I actually listen to the radio. So I'm rolling and I'm like, damn, this is a new Drake joint. And I hop in the car like an hour or two later, it's back on the radio again. So it's getting hella spins in Dallas.
But That's how the radio is, though, Big Red. They drill the song into your brain and to the point where you actually think it's a jam. It's just you just hear it too much, you know. It's consecutive.
Is it party? Where's the function? Where the fuck the function? Where the fuck the function? Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake and dance in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah, is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me. Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake and dance in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah, is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me. Hey, how many hoes in this club? Is it just me and you, my love? I don't mean to call you no hoe. I just heard about the things that you do, my love. And you're just like me if it's true, my love. Hey, you can see right through my love. Hey, I see your waist shrunk, my love. Hey, you got some bass in the trunk, my love. Damn, how many hoes in this club? Is it really just me, my love? You know my dad now I'm pimping for real. You ever been down to Memphis, Tennessee, my love? I ain't saying I agree, my love. I'm just telling you the things that I see, my love. I got drinks, jokes, sex, and cash. Those are 4 things I can guarantee, my love. Hey, baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake and dance in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah, is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me. Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake and dance in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah, is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me.
See, y'all didn't want to like it, but you like it. You know what I'm saying? I saw Brittany grooving.
Yeah, that's how
Let me just be clear.
It's well produced. It's a well produced song.
If a man says, baby girl, is that your bestie?
Just saying you don't want to like it,
He
but
don't
you
want
like
me,
it.
honey. He don't want me.
Baby
If a man comes up to me in the
girl.
club talking about some baby girl, is that your bestie? That man don't want me. He don't want me.
Let me tell you though,
He don't
the
want
street.
me.
I'm just saying, are the streets buzzing with that? Is the club?
Hey.
Is something happening with that record?
Oh.
It is a club record. It's
it's
got
a
a
club
high
record.
tempo beat. It starts off with that fast tempo, and then you can mix it with anything, and then it slows down. So it's a transition you can take if you DJ and you want to slow it down to another tempo. You can easily do it with that song. I mean, and everybody likes Drake. I mean.
Listen, there's a lot of hood niggas that still upset that he trying to snitch on the industry. So,
But
Well,
hey, the women
I
still
all I
love
can
it.
Records
That ain't got nothing to do with the
there's gonna be a lot
song.
of girls that's gonna be like, baby girl.
Hit records erase all that shit. I
That
swear to
don't,
God.
yeah, that
No,
don't got
they're
nothing to do
not.
with the song.
and
I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying. I'm
what he
saying this could
did
play.
in
This
his
song could
personal
play
life.
on top. It could play on top 40 radio. It's a pop song.
Yeah,
Israel,
Sports.
you gonna hear it in Miami. You're gonna hear it in Miami. I
It's a
guarantee.
pop
You.
song.
I guarantee you.
This is not about winning the hood over. Kendrick already got the hood. This is the song that the white blonde girls dance to. This is a song
Yes.
that they put in rotation
White
with some
chicks is
thump behind
definitely
it
gonna love
at
this.
a techno club. This is the song they playing in Ibiza. This is the song they playing. You know what I mean? In Hollywood. That's what this song is. This
They
song.
play
He know he
on-
can't.
on the
He
white
know he
people
can't beat Kendrick. He know he can't beat Kendrick in his arena. That's what I'm. Only thing messed up is like.
A money play. This is a money play for Drake.
Oh.
He didn't give a damn about us liking this song or not. Honestly,
Nah,
in my
this song gonna
opinion,
blow up.
this shit is garbage.
Play
This
the
is like, I'm
song out the Kane Wayne with it if you're in the club. You play any line, then play it and watch what happens. They still gonna go crazy.
It's gonna catch the ears of these younger girls, and like Israel said, it's gonna catch the ears of the people that actually spend money on records.
Yep.
This is a money play. He ain't thinking about whether we like it or not. He already know he lost us. He lost 80% of us. So really, the only fans that he got coming out the black community is people that's gonna roll with him regardless. I'm still a fan of his earlier catalog, but this right here is not it's not for me, but I can see it doing something. It's annoying to me, tell you the truth. He said baby girl way too goddamn on much, man.
You're gonna hear it on the radio.
They got a
You're
whole
gonna hear it on the
science
radio,
about
Head
that,
Rush,
using
and
less
it's gonna
words.
grow on you. You're gonna hear it on the radio, Head Rush. It's gonna grow on you.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of them songs I already know, but right now, if you ask me my honest opinion, it's dumpster juice, bro. He just threw out a layup because he knew he could do it.
Drake said City's Girls 5,000. Okay, he put this out.
Man, the way that it's
Like a
produced,
City Girl.
the amount to which this song is produced is crazy. The amount of stuff that's in there and everything
I
like
didn't
that.
like the switch up neither. I just wished it was one. It was all like,
yeah,
pick a side, bro.
But listen,
so the question, Head Rush, when they come and ask you to play it, are you gonna play it?
Yes.
There it is. That's all that matters.
Yes.
You know, you gonna do what a DJ got to do. You know.
Yes, I'm gonna do it. And you know what? I sat. We used to say that shit all the time, but now I sat and thought about it and kind of did some reevaluate. You know how you reevaluate yourself and your situation? It's like, man, you can't do that. If the people paying you to come out there and spin, and they come ask you to play the song, it don't matter if you don't like the song. Just cue it up, let it ride. It's 3 minutes of your life.
This is why I say when you're a DJ, as a DJ, you should never put your personal feelings in front of the crowd. You never, ever do that. Yep. I say that all the time as a DJ.
Just mix that with some Kaya. It'll go crazy.
You can
Baby
mix it with Kirk Franklin.
Baby girl.
Baby girl.
Everybody like this. Baby girl. Like, just mix it.
And
Just
listen,
mix it.
and I'm just gonna tell y'all, like, it actually hits hard on the big speakers. So you know, you're definitely gonna hear it different when it's on the big speaker.
I'm in my lab on the big speaker, so I hear it, but I'm still singing baby girl.
Baby girl.
So what y'all are telling me is that he pretty much cracked the code. He's opened the door again.
And that's what they said. They said he got this one song, and all of a sudden everybody forgot about last year.
Well, see, we knew that was gonna happen anyway.
He was still filling stadiums this whole time. Nobody cared what happened last year outside. He was still filling stadiums this whole time. This whole time, he packing stadiums. They got lighters in the air. He's still
even with them weird ass first.
Listen, he got 49 other states he could get down. He just ain't coming back to California. You know what I'm saying?
Dig
it. And that's the ball game, folks. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's no different than even having the Jello. You're gonna have these shits in your Serato because you know somebody gonna ask for them. You play it right, it'll go down. Give it a minute, give it a minute and a half, and get the fuck out of it. You know what I mean? So, you know, be what it'll be.
Oh, that's funny, baby girl.
Yeah, but like I said, they gonna make a line dance to that one too. You can't tell me you can't hear a line dance out of that too.
Absolutely.
Off the jump.
It's definitely Miami vibe.
Who's calling that shit?
I popping fans right now. Every pop
with the clap. With the clap.
Right there. And they clapping the fan pop.
And then don't let it
This
be one of
song
these
definitely
bitches.
taking over Florida. Look, this song got
Yes.
Florida, Louisiana, Texas, Tennessee, that whole Bible Belt. He about to take this song, but he's about to take the Bible Belt by storm at the same time as having Catholic school girls dancing to this.
I know for a fact the girls in the strip clubs out here in Atlanta are dancing to it.
Oh, they going crazy with that.
I saw that. I saw that last night.
They got a lot of sinners down in this Bible Belt area. You so-called Bible Belt you're talking about.
Right.
And then especially let one of these bitches' name is in that song. They going crazy.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
They want to hear that every time they dance. Oh God.
Yep.
That's my cue to leave. Y'all talking about ass. I'm out.
Girl.
Baby
girl.
Man, the double standards, man.
The double standards. What are you talking about? I ain't been talking about no meat on this phone call.
You talk about everything else.
I'm sorry, Brittany. Curry.
Don't come in. Y'all done call me old. Y'all done call me. I mean, come on now. It's Women's History Month. Y'all done call me auntie. No.
Listen, Britt, you had auntie age. You had auntie age.
I am not at auntie age.
You're at auntie age.
Because your brother or sister got a kid don't make you old.
Exactly. Right. I am an aunt, but that don't mean that I'm an auntie. Like,
oh, you a TT?
No, you
just take off the
she's a
AUN.
TT.
You just a TT.
Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. Let me tell you.
Hey, I'm a grandpa. What the hell?
I know I'm a grandpa too.
Exactly.
But
Y'all
I'm
old.
45 though. Different.
I'm nowhere near 45. Let's
I
start
know,
there.
but you gonna go there. You getting there?
Brittany Curry. Shit getting real.
All right, so check it though. So check it. Since Israel shouted out Louisiana, I definitely just want to give Flage her records. You know, we had her on the call, or give her flowers. She did a collab influencer thing with Experian, and they wiped out like $5 million of debt right there in Louisiana for families and shit. So very dope play. Yeah, no, it was a very dope play. You know what I mean? If y'all, you know what I mean, you know about Experian, whatever. But
Yeah, I've been seeing the commercials through the March Madness, in between the March Madness games.
Yep. So I just thought that was very cool. We definitely want to give her flowers. You know what I'm saying? So LSU ladies is balling again too. They probably gonna take it, especially now that Juju
Yeah,
out.
Juju. Juju. Tom ACL.
Tore shit up.
Did LSU win by like 80 points? Somebody won by like 60 points the other day. Who was that?
South Carolina and Notre Dame. They won 106. Like they going when they actually meet, they moving all these other teams out the way. The clashes is gonna be the top five gonna be the clashes. You know what I'm saying?
Because the women basketball, they be blowing teams.
They be hooping, bro.
No mercy.
They don't know what score. They don't know what the clock is. Look, when it's 0, then we're worried about stopping. Until then,
they got that no mercy rule, man. That's crazy.
They definitely do. But see, you know what's crazy about that? LeBron got pissed off at Steph for doing that in a game. Last season? They was up by like 19 points or something. Steph went and crossed Buddy over, went to the lane. LeBron blocked it, told him, man, don't do that. Man, look, it ain't my fault y'all getting spanked by 19 points out here. I'm about to score this hoop. So, you know what?
Hey,
I don't blame him for the no mercy.
I gotta switch real quick. Shout out to the Giants fans. We can get our shit out the woodwork.
Uh-oh.
You put a lot of faith in the veterans. Who's gonna start though? Jameis or Russell?
You gotta give it to Russ, even though I do like Jameson better. I personally like him better, but I know they gotta give it to Russ. They have to. I would like Jameson better personally. I'm gonna be honest, but that's my personal opinion. I know we're gonna go with Russ.
But
Russ got 21 mil, 10 guaranteed for 1 year.
That's the reason why
I don't think he worth that, bro.
Says who?
That's a nice retirement package.
That is Russell. Yes, he is worth it. That's why they gave it to him.
Bro, he got like he got like $2 million from Pittsburgh last year.
And you know Russ ain't going nowhere where he got to ride the bench.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Exactly. And you know, I know that he can get up to 21 million.
Yeah.
But I think he has to hit some some performance clauses and stuff. But we'll see what happens. I'm just excited that we got a quarterback again. The Giants have been riding with bullshit. We got gamed by Danny Dimes and that bullshit for 3, 4, 5 years, man. He jammed us.
Yeah, y'all ain't had a good QB since Eli.
Yeah, man. We had one dude, but then we got rid of him. Tyrod Taylor, I liked him.
Tyrod Taylor, damn, I forgot about him.
Yeah, Tyrod was good.
Hell yeah, he was nice.
The problem with New York is too much damn politics. That's why the hell y'all can't get no damn championship again.
I mean,
y'all having too much politics.
It's that in common sense, because any other team would see that the O-line has been the problem for umpteen years and would have fixed it.
Mm-hmm.
You know how good Saquon was running with the Eagles after he left.
I got to give it up to Dallas. I got to give it up to the Eagles. Shit, even Washington. Their O-line, their line, their quarterbacks got time to cook.
Yeah. Speaking of offensive lines, I heard Caleb Williams is giving up some money to make sure he get an O-line this year too. I said I ain't mad at him.
How can you win in this league if you don't have one?
Hey, you ain't got no protection. You can't cook.
Hey, you better do like Dan Marino and give some damn winter gloves.
Yeah, I think I think he's going at the Tom Brady route. You remember when Tom Brady played for the Patriots? He was like, "Hey, screw my opponents, pay them. I need them to block for me." And I think that's what Caleb is doing right now. He's going the Tom Brady route. I need some protection, please and thank you.